I'm ready for you, brother.
The time for waiting is over.
All you focused on was destruction.
Hogan, the demon is fear, and fear is coming after you, brother.
The only thing you have to fear, brother, is fear itself.
We're gonna find out who the man is, who has no fear, who feels no pain.
I'm focused, man. I'm gonna cut you down to size. What you gonna do when Hulkamania destroys you?
Super Brawl!
Super Brawl is on the air and live from Baltimore. There's not a seat to be had. A capacity crowd on hand at the arena, one of the true homes of professional wrestling. And welcome to Super Brawl Sunday from the arena. Hi everyone, along with Bobby the Brain Heenan and me, Gene Okerlund, this is Tony Schiavone. And as we begin our pay-per-view schedule of 1995, what a way to kick it off, Gene, on Super Brawl Sunday with Vader and Hogan.
Yeah, it couldn't happen at a better place at a better time. It's going to be a big one here tonight in Baltimore. Let me remind you, for the record, the big main event is the dream match of a lot of people. However, I have some very serious second thoughts on the part of Hulk Hogan, because Vader is a man who not only wants his title, but he wants to put Hulk Hogan on the shelf. I think that he went ballistic this entire weekend. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he tries to permanently injure Hulk Hogan here tonight.
Well, what do you think? This is just going to be another match? Of course not. Vader's been stalking up and down the hallways. He's smashed cars' windows. He is berserk. The man is uncontrollable. Hogan, you are in deep, deep trouble, yes.
By the way, Tony, I should remind you that, as I promised earlier, I will be talking to the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, live right here.
And he's in the
Super Bowl.
building. He's in the house.
He's
here.
I think he's in the men's room. I'm not sure.
You talked about Vader being berserk. Well, it happened earlier. Let's take a look at what happened. I was in the limousine when Vader attacked, and then he hit the ring earlier. Take a look at what happened. Gene, we're taking a look now. Now, take a close look. This is the limousine that Vader was in, and it looked to me that that was Ric Flair in that limousine. In just a few seconds,
Well,
Vader will come out.
And as you see here, Vader.
It's Vader time, brother!
Yeah, there he makes his usual entrance.
The whole world is gonna see it's Vader time! That's right!
But as we will see moments from now, he turns this limousine
Get
into
out of here,
a
Paul.
virtual toilet.
Talking to you!
Pinto.
They
Well,
told
yeah.
business, you keep your
This
nose out of
man
Vader's
is
business!
obsessed.
You're gonna see
This
what's gonna
man
happen.
wants to
The
become
whole world
the
is gonna
heavyweight
see
champion
what's
of the
gonna
world.
happen.
Keep in mind the interview, the limo he just got out of, that was Vader. Now he thinks, Tony, Bobby, he thinks this is Hulk Hogan's limousine.
Well, I can tell you for a fact it wasn't, because I was in that limousine. He comes over here and he hits the limousine driver, and then just take a look at what he does to this limousine. This was earlier today when he arrived in the arena here in Baltimore, and I understand
Oh my, he's got a hold of the guy. You've got to be kidding me. He's got his tongue out.
and I do understand as we take a look at what's going on here that he has been in this.
Hogan, I smell you!
Yeah, that's right, Ben.
Oh, but he's been in this state of mind, a horrible frame of mind. Here is a blow. I can't believe he thinks it's Hogan. And here's where he smashes out. You realize what kind of force those are. I think they're shatterproof, but he proves that's wrong.
Get in here, boy! Where are you, Hogan? Hogan,
An
get in here!
absolute animal.
Come here, boy!
And he's been like that back in the locker room area. Throwing chairs, throwing people around. I mean, this man is totally out of control, Tony.
And Hulkamania may end right here. You know that? You know that? The humanoids here know that. Hulkamania is over as far as Vader's concerned.
Tony, suffice to say, it's going to be a very, very interesting evening here in Baltimore.
Well, and then later on during the telecast of the main event live here from Baltimore, Vader storms the set where Eric Bischoff and the American Dream Dusty Rhodes are. A match is going on at this time, and Vader just completely destroys not only the set here, but also goes to the ring and attacks all four wrestlers. Look at it.
Did he push Bischoff?
Yeah, he did.
Nick Bockwinkel is going to have a heyday fining this man to the max.
Once again,
I mean, this is between the damage he's done and the fines he's going to be levied with. He's had a $100,000 day.
Yeah, but the whole thing is, he doesn't care anymore. He has one object, and that is to become the heavyweight champion of the world.
Oh!
And to stop Hulkamania.
Look at that. Vader going absolutely berserk. You saw what he did to Marcus Bagwell. There's an elbow on the Patriot.
He doesn't care. The man does not care. He wants to destroy everyone in his path. And the bottom line, look at this.
Who's put him in his frame of mind?
Harley Race. Maybe Ric Flair, I don't know.
You didn't have anything to do with it.
Of course
Did
not.
you, Weasel?
Oh, don't start that stuff with me, Okerlund.
Well, this happened earlier right here in Baltimore during our live telecast of the main event. You saw earlier how he arrived to the building. You see the frame of mind he was about 20 minutes ago. It's hard to tell what frame of mind Vader is in right now as he heads on into the match coming up a little bit later on with Hulk Hogan. It truly is going to be a collision, gentlemen.
Don't forget the interview with Flair happening right here at Super Brawl 5.
Hogan and Vader, one of 7 matches we have tonight in Baltimore as we fans are ready to go with our first bout. Let's take a look at Alex Wright and Paul Roma set to go on Super Brawl 5.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, the first contest, live from Baltimore, Maryland, on Super Brawl 5. It is set for one fall. Introducing first, from New York City, weighing 242 pounds, one half of Pretty Wonderful, Pretty Paul Roma.
Well, Pretty Paul Roma making his appearance here at Super Brawl 5. Like we said, a capacity crowd on hand. And Pretty Paul Roma's been very upset over the past couple of weeks, Brain, that the young ladies have been noticing our next competitor, the Wonderkin Alex Wright.
Well, you have to understand something, Tony. This man, Paul Roma, is he cares about how he looks. You say conceited, you say maybe he cares about himself more than anybody else should. He's got to. He is that good of an athlete.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he's from Nuremberg, Germany.
The Wonder
He
Punk.
weighs 221 pounds, and he is Germany's youngest professional wrestler, Das Wunderkind, Alex Wright.
Alex Wright, always a smile on his face at 18 years of age. The youngster facing the Power Man and Paul Roma in our opening bout. Good to have you with us live here from Baltimore. As you saw from our shots, and as you know, it's jammed to the Raptors, a capacity crowd. The only way you can join us is, of course, here right on pay-per-view, our 5th Super Brawl. Brain, it's your 2nd Super Brawl, as a matter of fact.
Well, I'll tell you something. All these people can shake his hand. They can get behind the Wonder Punk. But I'll tell you, when he goes out on the gurney, are they going to slap his hand then? I don't think so. Romeo Roma is at his best.
And Paul Roma wasting no time. He is pounding away on Alex Wright. And this, believe it or not, is probably the right thing to do. If you want to get a quick start on Alex Wright, you got to jump in quickly. And Wright doing his customary dancing and paying the price for it as Paul Roma pounds him on the back.
Well, this isn't the spotlight dance on bandstand. This is not, this is wrestling. You gotta make sure you know what you gotta do. Forget dancing, forget shaking yourself around the ring. This man right there, Paul Roma, is a champion. He's a tough competitor.
Former World Tag Team Champion twice in World Championship Wrestling. Of course, he and Paul Orndorff, pretty wonderful.
Oh, beat him. Kick him, kick him. Kick him like a dog.
But Alex Wright fighting back. The youngster has a lot of heart and determination. It's one of the characteristics that makes a champion, Brain. You got to agree with that.
Well, they're both in great physical condition. You got to understand that. But who knows more? Roma knows more. He's been with Orndorff. He's been World Tag Team Champion twice. This punk has done nothing as far as I'm concerned.
The whip to the rope, over the top. He got a sunset flip. 1, 2, on 2 count. Randy Anderson, the referee in this opening bout. And an arm drag takedown of Roma again. And one more time. Alex Wright back to the fundamentals. Back to the basics now.
Well, that's good. You have to go back to the basics. That's what keeps you straight. That's what keeps you alive. But with a man like Paul Roma, He knows so much. He's so good. The Wonder Punk is going to eventually make a mistake.
Full arm dragon twist from Alex Wright, but Roma reverses of his own. So much power in Paul Roma. Great upper body development.
And great conditioning. I mean, it's so agile.
Cartwheeling out of it, Alex Wright. Full arm dragon twist again. A reversal by Roma. Hair takedown, and Randy Anderson saw that one and saw that one as well.
Look at that, Schiavone. They are jammed to the rafters.
Alex Wright, great athletic ability, walking the rope now, pulling. Arm drag takedown again.
Roma's psychology has to be, he's got to slow the Wonder Punk down. If he tries to wrestle his match, he's in trouble.
Hip toss takedown, and we got a 2 count. Well, this is one of 7 big matches. As Mean Gene told you, he will be talking to the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, who told us, as a matter of fact, just this weekend, just yesterday on WCW Saturday Night, that he would have 2 ringside seats, or maybe more, I don't know, and he will be here as well.
Now, do you really think Ric Flair can stand the fact that Hulk Hogan is the world's champion? Of course not. There's something eating away at Flair. We are going to see something explode here. There's Mr. Wonderful.
Paul Orndorff. Mr. Wonderful has made his way down now. We talked about Pretty Wonderful, the great tag team, the former World Tag Team Champions. And he's cheering for Paul Roma already, and this really stacks the deck against the youngster that's Wonderkin Alex Wright.
Well, it doesn't really. If the kid's smart, he'll understand his match with Roma. He will work as hard as he can to beat Roma. Forget about Paul Orndorff. If he thinks about Orndorff, then he's in trouble.
Come on, Roma!
Orndorff now at ringside, and Alex Wright keeping Roma. And this is the smart thing to do now. Certainly the quickness resides, I would think, in Alex Wright here, but the power is Paul Roma. Keeping him off his feet would neutralize that.
But being the Wonder Punk, you got to slow things down.
The Wonderkin bring. Wonderkin.
Wonder Punk, I thought. Doesn't matter. It's Wonder Punk to me.
Come on, Rick! Watch those tights! You saw it!
He's not going to beat Roma with that move. All he's going to do is maybe wear his elbow down, maybe put some more pressure on him. But he is thinking, this Wonder Punk has got to be thinking, Orndorff is on the outside. What am I going to do? That's the advantage right there. And you know that, Tony.
Circling behind the Wonderkin Alex Wright. We got a forearm shot right between the shoulder blades that time. Right on target with a big elbow drop. Roma again. Up
Look
high
at the
this
agility.
time.
What great agility. The man is almost flawless.
He is one power-packed individual, and right now he is in command of this match against the youngster from Nuremberg, Germany, in our opening bout at Super Brawl. Good to have you with us live wherever you are here on pay-per-view, and there's a big backbreaker. But he's holding the youngster as well, Brain. He's going to go up with it again.
That's power. That is power. He knows he has the man in control. And Orndorff is there to cheer him on. That is pretty wonderful to me.
That's my man! That's my man!
Paul Roma, right now in command of this match, a series of backbreakers, and once again, like we kind of anticipated, if he's able to use the power moves, the backbreakers, the slams, he will really take over this match, and that's what he's doing. And this is trouble for Alex Wright to be at the feet of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Well, let's watch and see what happens. Roma is so good. He is so talented. Orndorff you don't have to do anything.
And he's
Look at that,
not.
He's standing back. No, the Wonder Punk, Alex Wright, is undefeated.
That's right. Hasn't lost a match here in WCW. In the back of the head he goes.
Whoa, that'll stop your clock.
Alex Wright down on the floor once again. Now, once again, Orndorff has not become involved, but I think that's because the referee has kept his eye on what's happening on the floor here.
No. If Orndorff did something, that would be illegal. And he doesn't do things like that.
We're talking about the same guy, Paul Orndorff, aren't we?
Aren't we? Who? You?
Side of the head. Alex Wright fighting back on the apron.
Come on, Roma, stop him.
Oh, he did. Alex Wright doing his best to get back in the ring, using the ropes, but he was nailed in the gut by Paul Roma. Here's a cover. No, we got a 2.
That's a slow count.
And Roma now complaining with Randy Anderson about it being a slow count.
Well, Roma should have hooked him better. Roma thought he had him, but he didn't really have him. You can't stop with this Wonder Punk. You've got to beat him at every chance you can.
In the rope. A reversal. Alex Wright. Now this is going to be a tough test to see if he can muscle over a muscle man.
All Roma's got to do is drop to his knees.
I think Wright's got the leverage though. He's got him on 1. No, he only had a 1 count that time. Shoulders were not down. Now rolls him up. 1, 2.
He got him.
No, a 2
No,
count.
he didn't get him.
And Roma comes away with the advantage again. High impact blows here, and Paul Roma taking charge of the match one more time.
Boy, he has to do that. This Punk cannot dictate what's going to happen in that ring. Roma is a 2-time WCW Tag Team Champion. He's got to take it to him.
Look at him!
Now gouging in the corner, Randy Anderson warning. And young Alex Wright, during this undefeated career, I don't think he's ever had an onslaught like this taken to him. Snapmare takeover. And Paul Roma is laying it in.
Well, the Wonder Punkers has some great matches.
A look at our crowd on hand, capacity crowd. We are downtown near the Inner Harbor area of the Baltimore Arena. One of the greatest cities in the world, Baltimore, Maryland.
They've been lined up all day for this.
Of course, waiting on Hogan and Vader.
And what is Ric Flair going to do?
Yep. I think it was pretty apparent. It appeared like there was a girl in that limousine early on, and it appears that Ric Flair was in that limousine too. Our camera wanted to follow Vader back. There you see the added leverage thanks to the ropes by Paul Roma.
Well, you can do that if you let the guy down the mat.
Oh, that's legal, right?
Well, I would.
You make up the rules as you go.
Well, everybody does in life. Everybody makes the rules as they go. I think this is okay.
Using the middle rope.
I mean, the Wonder Punk would do that if he had a chance. So you just beat him to the punch. That's all it is. Come on, Tony, get with it. Life is tough. You fight for what you have to get.
Is that your motto?
No, my motto is a friend in need is a pest.
Check them, baby.
Fact is here that with those massive arms around the chin of Alex Wright, that
Come on, Roma, squeeze his head off.
Alex Wright could go out, and that's exactly when Randy Anderson's checking to see if the youngster is, he's still in it. He is okay, he has not gone out yet. But
Squeeze him.
Roma seems to be more preoccupied with the fans at ringside than he is with his opponent, and that could be a mistake.
He shouldn't do that. You're right. He should not do that.
Because Alex Wright is trying to get to his feet.
He is to his feet.
Elbow to the gut. Right hand side of the head. Alex Wright firing back. Here's the whip to the far side. No, sir. He was going for a drop kick, but Roma held on.
Nobody home. Take him out, Paul. Take him out, Romeo.
Roma now with that
Look at the
agility.
agility. Look at this.
Alex Wright in a tough spot here. The elbows on target.
It's over. His career is over.
His career's over after one elbow drop.
Oh, you're wasting too much time. Pin the Punk. Pin the Punk.
That's a good point. He danced and celebrated. 1, 2, and he
He gave him too much time to recuperate.
He pulled him up by the hair that time, Brain. This may come back to haunt Paul Roma here. The whip sending Alex in. Roma hit hard. And Alex Wright. Determination coming through here. The European uppercut. He rocked his head twice with that one. Make it 3 times.
Boy, Roma's hair is just straight. It was like Don King.
Try to hip toss him through that time. And Alex Wright will shoot him in one more time. Spin wheel kick. Alex covers, but out in one is Paul Roma.
Now you're gonna beat Roma like that. Roma's too tough. He's too smart.
And
He will set you up for so many moves.
And remember, Alex Wright's taking a lot of punishment. Cross body block. Goes down, he's in the ropes. And pulled out by Orndorff.
I didn't see that on my monitor.
Orndorff pulled Alex Wright off of Paul Roma. And Randy Anderson's not so sure, but one thing for sure, the match continues, and Alex Wright may have had that thing won.
Well, Randy Anderson's not too sure about a lot of things.
Don't worry, baby.
Little conference going on here between the two.
Go ahead, go. I got him.
Roma, don't talk to Paul that much.
You're right.
Concern yourself with your opponent. Please, concern yourself with your opponent.
The youngster rolls him out. 1, 2, 3.
He got him. Did he get him?
He got him.
He got him.
Let's go to Gary Capetta with the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and still undefeated, Das Wunderkind, Alex Wright.
Alex Wright got the win. 1, 2, 3 with the drop kick, sending Paul Roma into Paul Orndorff, then rolled him up and got the win in an opening bout live from the arena in Baltimore at Super Brawl 5.
I want to see a replay of this.
I don't think we're going to have a replay.
I want to see a replay of this.
Well, guess what? You don't call the shots around here.
Well, who does call the shots around here? I want to call the shots. I want a replay of this.
Let's go down to Mean Gino going to the locker room area.
Oh, no.
All right, gentlemen, starting out big time here at Super Brawl 5 with me right now, members of the Harlem Heat. They are the WCW Tag Team Champions. And, of course, they're accompanied by the vivacious, very attractive, and certainly the gentleman here in the great state of Maryland realize that about Sister Sherry. Tonight, it's going to be the Nasty Boys, titles on the line.
Okay, Nasty Boys, you wanted just a little bit more. The first, second time around wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. You wanted the tag team belts, so you go crying to everybody instead of coming to the woman that could get you the shots. But let me tell you something. Up to 500,000 Harlem Heat degrees tonight, no punches pulled, no nothing. Anything is going to be possible, and you will be the losers.
All right, they have promised a little pity city if they get a hold of you, Sherry. Right now, yes, Booker T, you know about the Nasty Boys.
Stevie Ray Callen, don't you better get it right. You know, Nasty Boys, let me tell you something. Where Harlem Heat is from, you either smoke or you get smoked, and we've been smoking everybody since the sister came in. And it goes like this, punk. Let me tell you, and you better get it, and you better get it good. Harlem Heat is here. If you want them, come and get them, because it ain't nothing to it but to do it, and we here to do it. You got that?
Nasty Boys know about being champions. You know that.
One thing the Nasty Boys need to remember, 3 things. We got the Tag Team Championship gold. We're the baddest thing in WCW, and above all else, we got my sister. If you want some, you can get some, but you better be big enough, bad enough to take some, because guess what? We got a new move concocted, and it's gonna be a Harlem hangover tonight, man.
All right, in the great city of Baltimore, Maryland, as Tony Schiavone pointed out, we're near to the Inner Harbor, and things are really heating up, even though there's a little snow out of the ground. Right now, let's get you back up to the ring here at Super Brawl.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, to be accompanied to the ring by the greatest promoter on the face of the earth, Colonel Robert Parker, along with Meng. Ladies and gentlemen, from Bucksnort, Tennessee, weighing 261 pounds, Bunkhouse Buck.
Well, there's Bunkhouse Buck with Colonel Parker and Meng makes his way to the ring. Want to remind you, your your backstage pass exclusively is the WCW Wrestling Hotline. As a matter of fact, if you call the hotline right now, you can talk personally, one-on-one, to one of our many superstars who are back there right now, along with Mike Tenay and Chris Cruz. That's the WCW Wrestling Hotline. As Bunkhouse Buck makes his way to the ring. 1-900-909-9900.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent on Super Brawl 5. He's from Glens Falls, New York. He weighs 287 pounds. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
The blue-collar champion, there's no question about it. They love him in Baltimore. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Making his way to the ring. He always has a good time. You know that, Brain?
Yeah, a good time to him is waving that flag, shaking his 2x4, and having the humanoids yell, USA! The man, as far as I'm concerned, like you say, he's a blue-collar champion. The guy's a loser. The guy is a loser. He's a dirt-nailed loser.
As a matter of fact, fans, if you call the hotline right now, as you see Mike Tenay, Chris Cruz, you can talk. That's right, you can talk with the Macho Man Randy Savage. That is on option number 2. So call right now and talk with your favorite WCW stars live. Get your backstage pass. So call right now and talk with the Macho Man Randy Savage. On the
Don't
hotline.
call Savage. He'll tell you things that you shouldn't be known.
What's that like? What?
Oh, he's going to tell things that is going on back there that shouldn't be told. He's horrible. Don't call Savage. He's an idiot.
Duggan and Buck.
Here we go.
In the next bout, Duggan still got Old Glory in his left hand while slugging away in his right. Duggan, the former United States heavyweight champion, lost the belt at our last pay-per-view to Vader. And of course, that solidified Vader as the #1 contender. And he has that big shot coming up later on against Hogan. Hit first now.
Would you talk about a blue-collar champion, a guy like Duggan? You don't think that Bunkhouse Buck is one tough customer?
Oh,
this is going to be one great fight, not a match. One great fight.
There's no question about it. You got 2 heavy hitters here in this bout here on the Super Brawl telecast from Baltimore. And now, as you said, Brain, it's going to be a fight. And immediately,
Bunkhouse will take it to him.
Bunkhouse biting Duggan on the bridge of the nose early. Hip toss from the near side ropes. Duggan. He nailed him with a big clothesline. And Buck now sprawled out on the apron here on the near side here.
That's okay. He's got the Colonel with him. He's got Ming, and he's got his faculties. He is going to come out of this and watch what he's going to do to Duggan. Believe me, watch what he's going to do to Duggan.
Much like Alex Wright had earlier, down on the floor. Much like Alex Wright earlier, there is Parker and there is the lethal bodyguard Ming, and that certainly gives an unfair advantage to Buck. But that is not stopping Duggan. We've got a brawl going on the floor here now, and side headlock sends Duggan to the ring post. He glanced it.
I'll tell you, this Bunkhouse wants to fight, and he likes it when he can fight. USA!
Reverse chinlock. A lot of hair tugging, a lot of gouging and biting.
Come on, ref. Break the hold. He pulled the hair. But no, he's not going to do it. Why? Because everybody loves Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Duggan.
Duggan, whatever.
Between the shoulder blades, Duggan now with a headbutt. See what he has done to that top of Bunkhouse Buck. Duggan.
That's okay. He's got 25 of them in the closet hanging.
Oh, he does?
That may be his cleanest dirty shirt he's got right there. But he is one tough customer, believe me.
Holding on to the leg, wheeling him around, picking him up, and dropping Bunkhouse Buck with an atomic drop. And that hurt all the way to Bucksnort. Big, heavy right hand. He covers it. 1 foot is on the rope. It's our second bout at Super Brawl 5 from Baltimore.
You know, Tony, you talk about Super Brawl. This has been, in 2 matches, nothing but a Super Brawl.
Well, we anticipated a brawl between these two men because they are brawlers. Alex Wright coming.
Jam-packed.
Jam-packed, you're right. Coming from behind in the opening bout to defeat pretty Paul Roma with Orndorff at ringside. Elbow.
Come on, Buck. Come on.
1, 2. Boy, you're doing a lot of cheerleading here this evening.
Well, I can't help it. I'm a fan. You can't do what I do without being a fan. You can't get involved without caring. I care about
You care?
the decent people in this sport.
Do
the
you?
Bunkhouse Bucks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The Ric Flairs. You understand.
You run in those circles, I guess you would.
And Tony, you're different. You run different circles. You like Mr. Rogers and Julia Childs.
Buck, I believe, has a rope. Oh, he got it right in the throat with it.
Good move. Good move.
That's what you call a decent person?
No, I call that a good move.
Throwing him through the ropes now to the floor.
He cut the rail in the short ribs.
And that Buck noticed that, and that's what he is focusing on now, stomping and hammering on the ribs of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Colonel Parker has the attention of the referee. Duggan just trying to walk away.
It's so hard to beat Duggan. He is such a tough man.
Right in the lap of the ladies there. That's a little bit too close for them. Our ladies who are ring attendants here tonight, I guess they didn't expect to get that close to the action, but notice how Buck now chased
Well, if they
him.
don't like that action, they should be home cooking or doing laundry.
Did I finish here?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
After chasing him
sorry.
where are you ever? Chasing him
sorry,
3
go
quarters around the
ahead.
ring, made sure he was back in the ring with a sweep roll. There you go. Welcome to WCW, ladies. Elbow to the gut. And using the hair to help him down. And he shielded it quite well from Nick Patrick.
See
Senior
her wink
official.
at me?
She winked at you?
She winked at me.
She did not.
She winked at you? She winked at me. That happens all the time. I understand that.
Up on the top rope.
Come on, Buckhouse. Watch him. Watch him.
It's hard to watch him when he's underneath of you, hammering away at your gut.
Ooh.
Or maybe it's not hard to watch him. It's not hard. Well, that time Buck returned fire, and it was with plenty of impact.
Well, he got one right in the schnoz.
And these two men are going at it. They are pounding away into Donnybrook. Like you said, Brain, it's going to be a brawl at Super Brawl, and that's what it is. Duggan has broken loose now.
He snapped. That's what's happened. He has snapped.
It is a fight at Super Brawl between Bunkhouse Buck and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And you are watching it live. The whip, the pickup, back body drop. Duggan will cover him after that. And Bunkhouse Buck, boy, that
Look
shot
at Parker. He's beside
that
himself.
shot the
Tony.
hat right off his head there, didn't it? He thought it was over, and so did I. But no, the perseverance of Bunkhouse Buck. And yes, he's a brawler. Yes, he's a good old farm country boy
got him,
from
baby, I got
Tennessee.
him.
But he is a
Ask him,
fine competitor in the ring as well.
Come on, Bunkhouse. Do something. Listen to the Colonel. There you go. He doesn't care if his short's ripped. He wants to fight. He likes it like this.
Into a front face lock now.
Why'd you get off my ass?
Mow him. Mow him.
Knee to the solar plexus that time. And that one was right to the chin. But that helped stand Duggan upright. A rake down the back didn't bother him at all. He's getting his second win here. But that didn't, oh, he caught him with the right hand and stopped Buck. Buck and Duggan. Right hand, down goes Bunkhouse Buck. The big elbow drop.
He got him. Has he got him?
1, 2. No, sir, he got it 2 only.
See how tough Bunkhouse Buck is?
Yeah, and you saw the shake of the head that time from Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's not so sure what it takes to keep Bunkhouse Buck down.
Well, he's not too sure about a lot of things. The guy's not a real smart guy.
Ming around Colonel Rob Parker all the time. Of course, our fans probably won't forget it wasn't too long ago, and the American Dream Dusty Rhodes was back in August, took a chair over the head of Ming and didn't even phase it. Ming truly a real tough guy, and that's
And there's
another
nobody
thing.
tougher than Dusty Rhodes.
That's right.
He hits you with a chair. You don't respond to that. You got to be superhuman.
Forearm shot, and that put Buck on the apron.
Come on, Buckhouse, get up.
You watch yourself.
Take this
You
blue-collar
watch
man
yourself. You watch yourself.
There you see Ming shielding Colonel Rob Parker as Hacksaw Jim Duggan got in Parker's face there momentarily. A pickup. This may be the beginning of his move. Here it is. He likes to spin him around, get that equilibrium to where they're not so sure he can't get up off the mat. He's going to end now. A knee drop to it and a cover.
He's
One,
got him.
two.
No,
and
no.
Buckhouse Buck kicks out again.
What a tough guy. This isn't a match, Schiavone. This is a fight. This is Super Brawl.
Neck vice applied now by Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Boy,
But that's not going to hurt Bunkhouse. That is not going to hurt him. It may turn his head around a little bit. He may be looking down at the back of his pockets. He will come out of this because he has the Colonel. He has Ming. He knows what he has to do. Boy, this looks like Saturday night. Did you drop in, don't it?
blew him over that time. It only took his breath to send him down. And Duggan, well, he's in the ropes. And that time, Duggan wasted a little bit too much time trying the lateral press.
Well, Duggan's a tough guy, but he was never known to be bright.
Oh, he grabbed at Colonel Parker.
Oh, Ming's going to eat him up, believe me.
He grabbed at Colonel Rob Parker. And you're right.
You
He doesn't-
never touch the Colonel.
You don't want to do that when Ming's around. You count to 10 along with Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Duggan can't count to 10. You know that.
He didn't have to. The fans were counting for him, Breen.
Well, they can barely count to 10.
Shoulder firmly into the gut, make it a pair.
This takes a lot out of you. This just takes your win completely out of you.
Yeah, being in this match takes a lot out of you. These two men have, it has been, lack of a better term, a brutal matchup. It's been a high impact. It's been exactly what we thought it would be.
And look at the physique on Duggan. This guy is really in shape. Too bad he doesn't have anything going from the ears up.
What do you mean? He's got plenty of hair on his head.
Talking about brain matter.
The hammerlock driving the knee in. Duggan, he's gonna rip that shirt a little bit more. It's the first time we've seen old Bunkhouse Buck without his shirt on. And Duggan and Buck still going at it. Suspenders are down, the big pickup, and a slam from Duggan.
It doesn't matter if his shirt's off, if the suspenders are off. This man knows how to fight.
Rake to the eyes. Colonel Parker. Parker wanted to punch him. And he nailed Colonel Parker.
Parker's out.
3-point stance. 1, 2, 3. Duggan wins it.
Oh, watch this.
Ming
Watch
is
this.
in.
Oh, my goodness. Do it. Ming, take his hair off. Take the beard right off his face.
And he has planted. He's planted a nerve hold on Duggan, and Duggan's already out from that savant kick.
That's the old rule.
In
You mess
retaliation.
with the Colonel.
That's right. In retaliation, apparently, for what happened to Colonel Parker, Duggan wins the match, but he is being brutalized by the bodyguard now. And this guy has no business in the ring at all. He's a bodyguard. He will not let go of Duggan. Another referee is in.
He is the toughest man walking the face of the earth. You watch this. Watch it closely.
All right, we need to go to Gary Capetta for the official verdict on this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Well, Duggan may have won the match, but he is out. All right, let's take a look once again, Brain, exactly how all this transpired in this hard-hitting matchup that ended, unfortunately, for Duggan well with a win, but then with Ming. Here you go, Brain.
And you're right, you're talking about a hard-hitting match. There, Duggan, Chief shots the Colonel. The Colonel goes down. You do not touch the Colonel. Everybody knows that. Duggan thinks he gets the win here. Chief, 1, 2, 3.
Well, he got the 1, 2, 3, but of course, then it was Ming with the Sabat kick. Right in the face. And then the nerve hold.
Well, I'll tell you something. Ming is such a devastating human being. Nobody is going to get by this man, Ming.
Well, Brain, you're right. Ming is devastating. There's no question about it. But I must stress that Ming is a bodyguard assigned to Colonel Rob Parker. And even though there was contact with Colonel Rob Parker, Ming had no business getting in the ring. I'm glad to see some.
Well, Duggan had no business touching the Colonel.
Well, what was he doing up on the apron of the ring?
He's not in the ring. He's on the apron. He's not in the ring. He's on the apron. You understand that?
You're repeating yourself.
I'm telling you exactly how it is, so you understand, Mr. Schiavone.
Shivani it is.
Doesn't matter.
Fans standing by, of course.
He was on the apron. He was not in the ring. He was on the apron, not in the ring. You know that.
Nick Bockwinkel, commissioner of WCW, is here, and hopefully he has seen exactly what has happened. And I would think there'd be some money coming out of the pocket of either Ming or Colonel Rob Parker. Right now, as we said, back in the locker room area, let's go to Mean Gene
He was on
Okerlund.
the apron. He wasn't in the ring. You understand that? Being on the
Gene, go
apron
ahead.
in the ring is a
Well,
different.
Tony Schiavone, we all have our cross to bear. Unfortunately, yours this evening is working with the brain. Good luck to you. Standing by with me right now, the Nasty Boys. These two men have smelled the roses. They are former tag team champions. Tonight, they have an opportunity to recapture those coveted tag team belts that are currently held by the Harlem Heat. Keep in mind, they're going to be with Sister Sherry. Now, Brian Knobbs, Jerry Sags, certainly, gentlemen, going into a match tonight of this magnitude, you've got to have a special battle plan.
Right now, Mean Gene, it's hard to think about anything else but the Nasty Boys battle plan. It's hard to think about talking right now, because all we want to do is fight and take what is going to be around our waist at the end of this match, the Tag Team Championship belts. That's what we're going to do, Harlem Heat. Take you to Nastyville for the last time. Take what belongs to our waist and put it right here. Get ready for the nastiest time of your life. Everybody get ready for nasty sensation.
You know, heaven forbid that sensuous, I beg your pardon, Sister Sherry sticks her nose into this affair tonight, Brian.
If she does, Gene, she's gonna get it smacked right off her stinking ugly face. Hey, Harlem Heat, the time for talking is over. It's either put up or shut up. The Nasty Boys are waiting. Hey, the time is ticking down. Hey, you gotta walk through Nasty Boulevard. Can you handle it? I don't think so. The championships are coming around Nastyville way, baby. And you two are gonna get nasty size forever.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. The Nasty Boys certainly are ready tonight for their opportunity to meet tag team champions, the Harlem Heat, here at Super Brawl. Right now, let's get you back to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is a special grudge match, brother versus brother. Introducing first, to be accompanied by the Butcher, formerly of Daytona Beach, Florida. He now seeks sanctuary in the Conch Republic, the diabolical Kevin Sullivan.
Well, calling Kevin Sullivan diabolical is putting him mildly. Our thanks to Mean Gene, who will be conducting interviews from the locker room area a little bit later on. More interviews, and I know he's going to be talking to Ric Flair like we said, and he probably has to talk to Peter as well. I'm not so sure I would want that task based on what has happened so far here tonight.
Well, you talk about diabolical. That don't mean nothing when it comes to Kevin Sullivan. The man is a psycho. The man is the most dangerous man probably walking the face of this earth. And he's going to make his brother realize that he is the boss of the family, the Sullivan family.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in this special grudge match from Daytona Beach, Florida, weighing 294 pounds, brother Dave Sullivan.
Stripped of the magic slippers, the boots Hulk Hogan used to defeat Andre the Giant a few years ago.
I mean, they cut his hair.
They cut his hair.
Cut the robe
cut
off
the
and
robe
everything.
off. And we have brother versus brother, but don't forget that Butcher is at ringside. And Kevin was going to attack Dave, and Dave was waiting on him.
Can you imagine this, Shivani? These are two human beings that have the same blood. They are family. They have fought all their lives, and now they're doing it in front of the biggest audience in the world. And David Sullivan better be on his game, because Kevin will eat him up, believe
Well,
me.
Dave Sullivan is not concerned about any lateral press or any pinning predicament or situation, whatever you want to call it. He is concerned now with just mauling his brother. Elbow, Kevin on the outside.
Look in the back of his trunks, David Sullivan. It's got EVAD. He can't even spell his name right.
And Butcher there as well. Hitting Butcher on the back of the head. And Dave Sullivan taking care of his brother here in the early moments of this bout. You got to give Dave a lot of credit. He's ready for this bout, Breen.
What do you think right now, Shivani, that Hulk Hogan is doing back in his dressing room area?
I'm sure Hulk Hogan is prepared.
He is
as
scared to death.
That's your opinion.
Okay, if you had to go to the ring with Vader, would you be scared? Would you be afraid? Would you have fear in your body?
If I'm Tony Schiavone going to the ring, or if I'm Hulk Hogan going to the ring?
Tony Schiavone.
Well, Tony Schiavone would be scared to death.
Okay,
But
Hulk Hogan's a human being just like you.
Yeah, but he's the world champion.
And Vader is the most dominating force
Lateral.
walking the face of this earth.
2 count that time.
Hogan may not even be here. He may be in the cab on the airport.
Crying out loud, Breen. Kevin goes down. Evan ran into him. And Dave, if you will, being tripped up by Butcher.
I think his knee went out on him.
Oh, is that what happened?
Well, I'm just calling it as I see it.
Sending Dave on the outside, and Dave hits
Here
the
we
mat.
go.
Dave and Kevin going at it. Brother versus brother. The haircut, the magic slippers, and the boots were cut. And they were cut by the man you're watching right there. Butcher.
You know, Butcher has that face. He has like 35 screws, bolts, and everything from that accident he had.
That parasailing accident he had years ago, you're right.
He is one tough man.
Yeah,
And there is one dumb man right there.
he is one backstabbing man, too.
Get on your knees, David.
Is Butcher.
Evad, or whatever your name is, and explain to your brother and your family you've made a mistake. Your brother Kevin is the right man. Oh!
Kevin Sullivan not allowing Dave to get back in the ring. And once again, fans, I don't believe there's any effort by any brother to pin the other one here, at least not early on.
Now, how can a family take this at home sitting? Or a family sitting here? They're watching their children. Both brothers fight each other.
I watch that
to the-
happen all the time at my house, so, I mean, it happens.
Yeah, but half your kids aren't yours.
Hey,
No, I mean, they're neighborhood kids that come in. You know what I mean.
in the gut. A whip into the corner.
Oh!
A foot to the face. Dave Sullivan in with reckless abandon, and Kevin got the boot up. And now here he goes. Like you said, Brain, maybe the most dangerous man we've seen in a long time, the diabolical Kevin Sullivan.
He doesn't care. He'll sacrifice his body. He'll do anything he can. Come on, Ray Combs. This is a family feud right here. And it's not going to stop with somebody just picking numbers on the board.
Well, he knows the pressure points, and Dave is biting Kevin.
Oh, they've done this all their life. The whole family's like this. They have fought all their life. Kevin Sullivan, he used to take the tails off the cast and just rip them off. He's a horrible man. I like him, but I mean, he's just a tough guy. Stop him, choke him.
Foot to the throat and to the chin, and Randy Anderson, who's our referee in this bout, a warning to Kevin. But Kevin is now mauling brother Dave. Hard shot.
Oh, listen to that.
And you can feel that one all the way to Kidman Yards.
Well, that's the only hit they're going to hear here in Baltimore.
Yeah, you're right about that, unfortunately. Dave is fighting back, though, with everything he has. Kevin had him in a corner, but Dave quickly to his feet. Dave over the top to the floor. Right
He's in a bad neighborhood now.
He really is. He's in the Butcher's neighborhood, and Butcher is there. He's already...
I like Butcher.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Oh, head first to the steel steps. Dave Sullivan kissing steel now.
Look at him with that Einstein hairdo.
Oh, is that what you call that, the Einstein hairdo?
Would you like your haircut like that?
Well, no. And he can thank Butcher for that. Oh, blocked. Right hand Dave. Dave's fighting with all he got here. Kevin goes tumbling back to the middle of the mat.
These are two people that are blood related. This is a family fight. This is amazing.
Oh, he's choking him now. And Dave mustering up all his strength to get Kevin up. He goes down as well. Kevin slicing away.
Boy, he's like a Vegematic. He'll go right through you. He'll chop, dice, and slice you in a minute.
And that's what he's doing here. Here at Super Brawl 5, a headbutt.
You see, David, or Evad, is bigger. And he looks more powerful. But Kevin is meaner. That is what it is. He has the fight of the dog in him.
Oh, and Kevin missed completely that time. And Kevin may not be walking anytime soon here. Well, he got back to his feet, but Dave's quickly on him. Dave Sullivan sending Kevin Sullivan head first to the turnbuckle.
They used to do this around the dinner table.
Oh, yeah?
They do this in the backyard. They have fought all their life. The Sullivan family is nothing but fighters.
Butcher up on the apron. Randy Anderson told him to get down. He didn't even listen to the referee there. But the Butcher up on the apron now, and Kevin is on the mat. Dave, like I said earlier, not trying to win a match, not trying to cover Kevin.
Well, there is no match. They don't understand what they're fighting about. They're just fighting. They've always fought.
Oh, he sends him into the head of Butcher.
And Butcher's got those steel plates in his
And he
head.
rolls him up and hooks the ties and beats him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner
He
of the match,
sacrificed Butcher.
Kevin
He ran his face into Butcher.
Sullivan.
You're right, he ran him right into Butcher's face. Butcher goes down hard. He sacrificed his own teammate, his own partner, to win a match, and Butcher's hurt.
And we know about the screws and the bolts and everything, the reconstruction of his face. This is going to be interesting. This is not going to sit well with Butcher.
Butcher is in a lot of pain here.
Kevin doesn't care.
Well,
Doesn't care a bit. He beat his brother. He did what he had to do. Uh-oh.
Well, Kevin is apparently helping Butcher to his feet here. Kevin Sullivan wins the bout over his brother Dave. Butcher in a lot of pain as Kevin just tossed Dave into Butcher's face. I'm not so sure. Butcher may need some medical attention here.
Well, I'm not sure either, Tony, what's going on here. Butcher seems hurt. You know, he's had so much reconstructive surgery on that face. This could, I don't know. This could end it. I don't know.
Well, at least he's helping him back to the dressing room. Wait a minute, where's...
Well, no, he's just walking away from him. He's one mean man.
Well, he just left Butcher there in a tremendous amount of pain. Kevin Sullivan, his own man, walking away from Butcher, defeats Dave Sullivan. And now, Brain, let's take a look one more time at what transpired here at Super Brawl 5, this brother versus brother battle.
Get a shot of this. Evad comes in, gets one right in the chops. A good one from Kevin, right in the chops. But Kevin's smart enough to know that his brother is dumb, and he got him from behind, and he ran him right in the Butcher, right in his face. And a 1, 2, 3. What do you do? What do you do? Family versus family. I don't know.
All right, Kevin Sullivan is the winner here on WCW Super Brawl. And we still have, of course, the big one everybody's talking about, Hulk Hogan and Vader. We still have a bout for the World Tag Team title. And, of course, we still have much more to go. But, fans, as you know, as always, when we bring you this... Would you turn around here?
Well, my chair's wrong.
I apologize for the... You are the brain. Remember that when you start looking silly.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We always, of course, bring you this telecast in English, but as always, and we have been for the past couple of years, we've been bringing you our telecasts for our Spanish-speaking friends all across not only this country, but many countries. And we are very, very proud to have with us this time, for the first time ever, Pedro Morales, former World Heavyweight Champion, Miguel Alonso, who are our Spanish play-by-play and color commentators here with us. And there they are right there. There's Pedro Morales, former World Heavyweight Champion. Miguel Alonso with us as well. Good to have them with us. Just adds a little extra spice to our Spanish telecast. Don't you agree?
That's all we need is more spice, like Tabasco sauce. You don't need that, Tony. You don't need it. I want to know what Vader's doing right now. Can we get word back in the dressing room area?
Well, we're going to be going back to Mean Gene in just a few moments, but...
Let me talk to somebody. You go talk to somebody.
Nevertheless, Mean Gene is back there right now. As a matter of fact, we have another big tag team match coming up a little bit later on, including Sting and the Macho Man Randy Savage against these two men.
Can you tell me what's going on in the back?
Thank you very much, Tony Schiavone and Bobby the Brain Heenan. Bobby's in his own little world tonight. By the way, with me right now, our big Bubba Rogers, and of course, a man known as Avalanche, one of the faces of fear. One thing that occurred to me during that match between the Sullivan brothers, when Kevin smashed his brother into the face of the Butcher. If you recall, a number of years ago, total reconstruction with a lot of metal and so forth in the face of the Butcher. And that may come up a little bit later on. Don't forget, I am going to endeavor to talk to the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Believe you me, I will talk to him before we go off the air here at Super Brawl. Now, gentlemen, let's get to the subject, to the Macho Man Randy Savage and Sting. Avalanche, two men that you know very well, maybe too well.
That's right. You know, you don't need to concern yourself with the Butcher's face. You need to concern yourself with Macho Man Randy Savage and Sting. Savage, I've got a score to settle with you. Poking your nose into my business and stopping me from getting my hands on Hogan. Tonight, you will feel the avalanche.
Give me a break. Big Bubba. By the way, don't be another potty mouth. I don't want to hear any of that tonight.
Listen, a lot of people out there are expecting something out of me that just ain't there. For a long time, I had to live in the shadow of public opinion. Well, I don't do that anymore. I'm a grown man. In fact, I'm an overgrown man, just like my partner Avalanche. And tonight in Baltimore Arena, in front of thousands of people and thousands and millions of people on pay-per-view all across this country, we're gonna finish you, Macho Man Randy Savage. We're gonna finish you, Sting. We're gonna leave you laying in that ring like the puppy dogs you are. Count on it, punks.
All right, maybe you wouldn't want this guy doing your taxes. Thousands of millions? Well, that's something a little new. I thank you. Big Bubba and Avalanche, they're going to be facing Sting and the Macho Man Randy Savage, one of the great events at Super Brawl 5. Right now, let's get you back to that jam-packed arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. It is set for one fall. Introducing first the challengers from the streets of New York City, as nasty as they want to be, Sags Knobs, the Nasty Boys.
The former World Tag Team Champions get their chance at regaining the gold. Sags and Knobs, the Nasty Boys.
Here we go, Schiavone. These are two tough customers, and they're going to meet two tough customers. Believe me.
It's going to be a tag team war, no doubt about it. The Nasty Boys making their way to the ring, as Mean Gene says, jam-packed. Baltimore Arena here in downtown Baltimore.
Baltimore's on fire tonight.
And this is, like I said earlier, one of the greatest professional wrestling cities in the world. Some great events have been held right here. And, of course, this one tonight with Vader and Hogan will go down certainly as one of the most anticipated and watched in a long, long time. But before we go to the World Heavyweight title, we got to decide the World Tag Team title. You heard Bubba and Avalanche earlier, but fans, if you call right now on the Wrestling Hotline on option 2, that's right, you can talk with Sting. He is taking your phone calls. He will answer your questions about he and the Macho Man Randy Savage and their upcoming bouts with Avalanche and Big Bubba later on at Super Brawl. 1-900-909-9900. Talk to him live right now in option 2, $1.49. Let's go back.
Who's the guy with Sting? Is that a funeral director?
And ladies and gentlemen, the opponents in this contest for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. They will be accompanied by Sister Sherry from Harlem, New York. They are the World Tag Team Champions, Stevie Ray, Booker T, Harlem Heat.
We are many hundreds of miles south of New York City on I-95, and needless to say, 2 teams from New York will be getting it on for the WCW World Tag Team title. And of course, it's pretty obvious what you think about Sister Sherry.
It is hot. It's hot here in Baltimore because Harlem Heat are the WCW Tag Team Champions.
Well, much like what we saw earlier with Bunkhouse Buck and Hacksaw Jim Duggan here at Super Brawl 5, Brain, we anticipate quite a brawl here.
Well, I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of top wrist locks, toe holds, go behind. You're going to see a fight. This is going to be like a battle royal. Harlem Heat are the World Tag Team Champions, and the Nasties want their title. And the referee is in deep, deep trouble.
Thank you. Watch your language, John.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I know what you were thinking. I've worked with you long enough. Too long, as a matter of fact. All right, Harlem Heat, the World Tag Team Champions, to defend against the Nasty Boys. And there it is, the tag team prize that everyone wants. Some great tag teams have been World Tag Team Champions. Some great brother tag teams. Now, Stevie Ray and Booker T, they are brothers. Much like the Anderson brothers, the Briscoe brothers, who have been World Tag Team Champions.
Well, these 2 brothers have fought all their lives since they were 2, 3 years old. They fought the whole neighborhood. They fought the whole school system. They fought up and down the streets. They are one real rugged, tough team. But the Nasty Boys, what can you say? They are nasty.
Well, they are
Let's
nasty.
see who is prepared the best. Look.
We don't need you
We'll tell
support
you
the
who
Heat,
wins this
fool.
one.
I'll come out there and knock you in the next week, you dumb idiot.
Talking to you, Tony.
No, I think he's talking to you, Bray.
No, he wouldn't talk to me like.
It's on now. They wanted some. Now they're gonna get some.
Oh, is she gorgeous?
Were you asking me that question?
Yes. Is she gorgeous?
Some people may like her. I don't. You may. She's not really my type. All right, here we go. It's going to be Brian Knobbs. I thought Brian Knobbs will start off against Stevie Ray, but we've got all 4 going at it. And
One
it's going to be
referee's not enough for this.
Well, and not only that, you're right. It's going to take a great effort by Nick Patrick to keep all 4 men out of the ring at the same time.
I wouldn't want his job.
This is for the WCW Tag Team Prize.
And it shows you how bad they want it. They're up in each other's face. Nick Patrick is having his hands full.
But look at our great crowd on hand at the arena in Baltimore. Wherever you are at home, watching Super Brawl. Great you could be with us. Our first pay-per-view of 1995.
And we are jammed to the rafters.
That's right.
Belts are gonna stay around the champion.
You know why? WCW's in town.
That's number 1. This is where the stars are. We've seen some up-and-coming stars like Alex Wright get a win earlier. 2 very heavy-hitting stars like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Bunkhouse Buck go at it.
Harlem Heat style.
And then oddly enough, we saw brother against brother. And now we're seeing 2 brothers who are on the same side.
You'll see it all here.
That's right.
Watch this. Here we go.
Brian Knobbs and Booker T will start it out from the neutral position now. Both men. A lot of power in both men. The face of Booker T.
Now, Harlem Heat is in better condition, but the Nasties are as tough as they come. This is going to be very, very interesting.
Full arm dragon twist, and that sends Booker T now to the ropes. Whose advantage would it be, Brain, in a match like this when they both have the same style to get into fisticuffs, to get into a brawl? It's really hard to call. Little taste out of the mouth that time.
Well, the advantage will be whoever slaps somebody in the mouth first. That's what I gotta go with.
Well, it was Brian Knobbs who slapped first, but now it's Booker T with the advantage here. All right, the whip in. No, sir. He ducked out of the way. Nicely done. And he's hooked on the ropes. Oh, that hurts watching that. Booker T goes down on the outside.
You know, Tony, I'm not sure whose advantage it is. I would say Sherry, the sister. That's who I have to go with. If she was in my corner, I could be unstoppable. But the Nasties are what they are. They are nasty.
Booker T may not be the same during the remainder of this match.
And Ric Flair is in the house.
Yeah, and Mean Gene will be talking to him later on. Ever since our clash back in January, there's been extra security between Hogan and Vader.
They're both in the building, I understand.
For the first time.
Security's in the hall. You couldn't believe. It looks like Clinton's here.
For the first time, they have both been allowed in the same building since Starrcade.
But one's at one end of the building and one's at the other. They don't want this to erupt in the hall. They want this in the ring. WCW wants this settled in the ring for the championship of the world.
Just like they're settling the World Tag Team title right before our eyes here. And now, picking up both legs. Nasty sensation. I guess this is part of it. And that elbow drop was right on the thigh, on the quadricep. One thing they have done, they have taken the legs away from Booker T here. They've kept him off balance. They've kept him on the mat, and he's a power man. So the Nasty Boys with a decisive advantage. Inverted atomic drop.
But they're not making the effort to pin him.
Well, there you go. 1, 2. They got a 2 count.
But it was a lackadaisical effort. He didn't hook the tights.
What kind of
well, they're capable of that. You know that, Tony. Hit him right in the headlights.
A thumb to the eyes, an exchange. Here comes Stevie Ray and the World Tag Team Champions.
Kick him, kick him. Kick him like a dog.
Right hands.
They got to keep him in the corner. They got to wear him down. They got this. Look at this. What does it take to beat these guys up?
Head first. Stevie Ray, a little bit of payback for what happened to his brother, I guess, as much as anything else.
And look at the size of Stevie Ray.
Oh, he's
you
massive.
can land a 747 on his back.
He is a massive man. Sending the man in, but no. Jerry Sags, right hands of his own, repeated, but still can't get him off his feet.
He's still on his feet.
You're right. Hello, did I just say that?
That's where I heard it.
Oh, okay. Double team in the corner. Grabbing the legs.
Make a wish.
Once again on the quadricep.
It seems to me the Nasty Boys have a plan. They may be trying to work to take his wheels off from under him.
Oh, really? I think I said that earlier, too.
That's where I heard it.
They are making sure these power men from Harlem, New York, stay on the mat. This is the strategy for the Nasty Boys to try to regain the World Tag Team Championship here at Super Brawl 5.
Four guys from Central Park. Nothing but a fight. You're not going to see any wrestling here. You're going to see a fight.
Onto the leg once again.
He's in pain. He's in a lot of pain. He's got to make that tag. They've got to get a Nasty in the corner. They've got to make a tag. They've got to secure the area.
Stomping on the leg again, but Stevie Ray scrambles to his feet. He's got a bad wheel, as you can see, but Brian Knobbs welcomed Booker T in with a hip toss and shoots him on the outside. Second time for Booker T on the low road. And Sags nails him with an elbow. The fight is on the floor like we anticipated.
The fight's in the ring. It's out of the ring. It's on the floor. It's all upstairs.
It's all over
it's
the
all over the place.
In the corner.
Boy, got him good.
Yeah, but he ducked. He's still in it. He picks him up. No.
He doesn't go for the pin, though.
Did not go for the pin. Fisticuffs to the side of the head.
He just pulverizes him.
So
they're gonna tear some wings off him.
The exchange made by the Nasty Boys. Sags is back in. Nasty Boys have had a game plan, but so far some great athletic ability by the Harlem Heat and neutralize that.
Oh, right to the face.
It was a drop kick, and Sags went over the top, down on the steel stairs, and he is right in the wrong corner.
He's in the bad neighborhood at the wrong time.
Sherry sent him head first into the safety rail.
Well, that's okay.
Oh, yeah. I guess because Sherry sent him head first, that's okay, right?
Well, you don't know what he said, though. He may have said something derogatory to that lovely lady. Come on, guys. Pound on him.
Snapmare takeover. Here's the... Oh, the leg drop missed. Boy, what tenacity from Jerry Sags. He was nailed to the safety rail, but he's still back up. And boy, it takes a lot. And here's where both teams are so similar. It takes a lot of punishment to keep both teams down. Look, cover. 1, 2.
He didn't get him. He didn't get him.
They are so tough, both teams.
Well, they've come to fight. They haven't come to wrestle. They've come to fight. Sags is back in.
Whip into the rope.
Oh!
Big clothesline. 1. We got a 1 count. Whoa!
He just kicked a piece out of his mouth.
The spinning Harlem kick is what they call it. And there it is again. They have shown us so many new moves. They are so agile. They have
But
taken...
the Nasty they keep coming up. They're alive.
It's like we said, it takes so much to keep both teams down. Sags is back up, and now Sherry is having her way. Oh! Right
Who
hand.
knows what's in that glove she has? Who knows?
Holding Jerry Sags for Sherry to give him a right cross to the jaw. That's a lovely lady.
Who's trying
She's a
to be
beautiful lady.
nice?
We've got a double team now. Snapmare over, and the legal man is Booker T. Stevie Ray still on the outside. No sick.
Look at that. Look at the agility. Look at him. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive.
Clothesline, Stevie Ray. As Sags came around the corner, Stevie Ray come off the apron with a clothesline.
Great tag
Whatever
team
it
match.
takes, you see the Nasty Boys getting their butts whipped. That's how it's going to remain.
And we talk so much about the ability to come back from both teams, but I don't know. Jerry Sags has taken a great deal of punishment from
Well, you
both
can't
members.
count either team out. You don't know who's going to come back, when they're going to come back, what makes it come back. Something boils inside both these teams. They're not wrestlers, they are fighters. That's what it boils down to, Tony.
Reverse chinlock. The capacity crowd on hand at the Baltimore Arena for Super Brawl 5. One of 2 title bouts. Actually, we had 3 title bouts in this facility here tonight. Earlier, our fans who saw the main event.
You know, we're not
Arnett.
far from D.C., you know. Not too far from Washington. And Bill and the missus are sitting here in the box.
As I was saying, they saw Arn Anderson successfully defend his television title here tonight.
Yes, they did.
Sags trying to come out of this. Not a lot of steam hitting the ropes on the far side. And he paid for it. He hit the ropes very slowly on the far side, giving him an A for effort that time because he gave it his all, but he was knocked down again.
Now give Harlem Heat a 10. That was a 10.
Harlem Heat just pounding, slicing, stomping away. They are the tag team champions of the world.
Well, they're not used to fighting in the ring. They won it on cement in Central Park. They won trees, benches, horse-drawn carriages, mules, anything they can get their hands on. They want to fight. They want to fight. And Nasty's, let's see what you got. Look at Sags. Like 3 teeth missing in his face.
Well, you know, for a team that would rather have it on the street than in the ring, they are the World Tag Team Champions, so they've done quite well in the confines of a ring.
Well, they're the best. They're the best there is right now. Or they wouldn't be tag team champions, Tony.
There's Nick Patrick, as always, making sure the hold is legal.
Come on, choke him.
You have done nothing but coach
I like
and
to
cheer
I'm
tonight.
sorry. I'm a fan. I'm sorry. Okay, don't choke him. Kick him.
Brian Knobbs trying to get the fans behind him here.
That's what you got to do. You got to ground the Nasty Boys.
That's what
You got to keep them on that mat.
This bout for the WCW World Tag Team title. This is World Championship Wrestling where the stars are. The top superstars in our sport are right here. And you are seeing 4 of the best. 2 of the best tag teams. The Nasty Boys and Harlem Heat.
And we get a lot to come yet, Tony.
Once again, I haven't heard of another outbreak from Vader as of yet. But I know, like we said earlier, security is tight in the dressing room area. And in a few moments, these two will finally get a chance to go at it. So much animosity. Double team. How much more can Jerry Sags swing? Oh, my aching neck.
Finish him off.
Well, he's going to
He may
cover.
waste too much time.
I think so, Brain. 1, 2. Sags kicks away again. Once again, it takes so much to keep the Nasty Boys down.
You can't give them a minute. You can't let them take a breath. If they're down, you got to cover them. You got to hook them. You got to pin them. Or it's over. You can't do it. You got to stay on them. And vice versa.
Look at Sags pick him up. And a double team. That's bringing in Knobbs, and that's enabling another double team in the corner. Oh, a big power slam. Sags is down. The exchange, and right now, a fine-tuned World Tag Team Championship team is going at it.
Oh!
Picks him up, and a power slam out of desperation.
But it took more out of Sags than it did one of Harlem Heat. I don't think he can make the tag. I don't think he can make the tag.
Sags needs to raise up and make a tag. Booker T making his way over. He brings in Stevie Ray. Tag!
Uh-oh! A fresh Nasty.
A fresh Nasty. You're right, Brain. And that's what we got. And we've got Clothesline of Mania. Slam. Making a pair. Brian Knobbs.
Talk about a doubleheader. You're not going to see one in Baltimore for a long time.
Sending Stevie Ray in. Here he goes. The big clothesline, but he's got to contend with both men. And that's very difficult to do. We've got all 4 men in the ring right now. Double DDT. What a move. Woo. He DDT'd both Harlem
At the same time. We may have new champions here.
The cover, 1, 2. But Booker T didn't go anywhere, and now all 4 are going at it.
Everybody's on their feet.
Over the top. Knobbs. Sherry's going in the ring. Sherry's She down Stevie Ray. Here's the roll up. 1, 2.
No.
We got it. We got it.
No.
We got new champions.
No, that's not right. That's not right at all. Stop
Ladies
this
and
right now.
gentlemen.
This is a travesty.
The winners and new
Now, wait a minute. Let's see what's going on here. We got two referees involved.
The Nasty Boys.
Randy Anderson, the second referee, is in.
Somebody threw somebody over the top rope. Remember that, Shivani? Something's going on here. Let's wait and see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referees at ringside have just conferenced. The Nasty Boys have been disqualified
yes.
for an over-the-top rope. The winner and still World Tag Team Champions.
You've got to be kidding me.
Heat.
I'll tell you something.
Boy, they may be the World Tag Team Champions, but they are lucky World Tag Team Champions right now.
Now, we don't need to see a replay. No, stop this now. Call the truck, call the producers.
Here's the over the top.
No, what happened was, okay, they threw the guy over the top, but we don't need to see this. I mean,
Whoa!
this is totally out of line. Forget the match is over. What happened was the Nasties were very lucky to even be in this match. The referee was not even in position to count.
The 1, 2, 3. And there you see Randy Anderson, who conferred with Nick Patrick, explaining the over the top. Nick is the only man that can reverse the decision. He did. And Harlem Heat hangs on to the WCW World Tag Team Championship in one of two tag team matches we have here tonight at Super Brawl. Of course, one of two titles to be decided. As we said, a lot of security in the back dressing room area as it applies to Hogan, as it applies to Vader. And we just saw a great tag team bout here for the World Tag Team title. But there is another tag team bout. Earlier we heard from Avalanche and Bubba, but standing by right now, Sting and the Macho Man Randy Savage, two superstars.
Oh, yeah, dig it. You better dig a hole, and you better have Sting help you, because Savage and Sting, Avalanche is going to tear you apart. Believe me. Believe me. Believe me. Believe me. Believe me. You understand that? Believe me.
Let's go right now to Mean Gene Okerlund.
Believe me.
I believe you.
Well, believe me.
All right, Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan, a little arguing going on right there. I'm going to be talking to Sting and the Macho Man in just a moment. You know, I've spent a lot of great years in this city of Baltimore. This arena right now is jam-packed, and this has got to go down as perhaps one of the greatest 4 or 5 pay-per-views I have ever been involved with. Super Brawl 5, certainly a very, very exciting event. The city of Baltimore, very exciting. Just to give you a little idea of where we are, we're about a driver away from Camden Yards. That'd be a pretty good driver. And a couple of 3 woods away from the Inner Harbor. And maybe like a 6-iron away from the grave of Edgar Allan Poe. Have to be a pretty good 6-iron. Gentlemen, please come on in. Earlier on, I talked with Big Bubba and, of course, his partner, the Avalanche. You two went at it a little bit earlier.
I'm not talking.
The Macho Man in a kind of a different frame of mind, but Sting, you know what you got to do tonight. You're talking about men that collectively are nearly 1,000 pounds. Certainly you and Randy have got a game plan for this one.
Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Look at my chest. If the camera could possibly get a close-up of that thing. That right there is from the Macho Man chopping each other on the last time we got to talk on some live TV. Talking about this match coming up. We're both nearly bloodied just talking to one another about this whole thing. And now the Macho Man has taken it to the next step. He's not even going to talk. Macho Man, are you sure you don't want to say anything?
I'm not talking.
See what I'm talking
Guy
about?
is out
The
of his
Macho
tree.
Man is out of his mind. He is ready. He's almost frothing at the mouth. He's afraid probably for what, I mean, Gene, he's afraid for what he might say on live TV, Macho Man.
I'm not talking. No.
You know why? The Macho Man doesn't need to talk. The Stinger doesn't need to talk. But unfortunately, I'm the only one in this team that has the opportunity to. He doesn't want to, so I got to do it. You're talking about law, order, and justice, Big Bubba. Law, order, and justice. No more. You're going to be no more after this is over with in Avalanche. Yes, I have a plan. The Macho Man has a plan, and that is to put you out. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to drop you maybe on your head. The Scorpion Deathlock, does that get you pumped up? Do you want to say something now, Macho Man?
Not talking.
Thank you very much, Sting and the Macho Man, Randy
I'll
Savage.
tell you what, I don't want to talk either, me, Gene. I'm going to go do it.
It's going to be a big one right here. Of course, it's Super Brawl right now. Tony Schiavone, let's get back. And how is your partner, the venerate Bobby Heenan, the Weasel, doing?
How do you think, Gene?
I don't know.
Here he is with me, Bobby the Brain. We're back on camera, Brain. As a matter of fact, we are in Baltimore, like you said, Gene, a capacity crowd. But our next WCW pay-per-view event is going to be one that's very unique. It's going to be World Championship Wrestling, Brain, like they've never seen it before. It's called WCW Uncensored. No rules, uncut. WCW Uncensored is coming your way in 1 month's time in the month of March. So make sure you join us exclusively on pay-per-view for WCW Uncensored, Sunday, March 19th. Call your local cable operator and get this big pay-per-view. Now, we are just about set to go with the Blacktop Bully and the Natural Dustin Rhodes. And the Bully claims that his trouble started with the Natural Dustin Rhodes back in the month of November.
Well, it did. He was a fan. He was sitting ringside. He had a right to talk. He had a right to yell. First Amendment. He could do what everyone to do. Dustin Rhodes put a hand on him, had the man arrested, cost Colonel Parker $75,000 to get this guy out of the sneezer. And you watch. He's going to take it out of Dustin Rhodes' hide. Believe me, Schiavone, I'm not talking.
That's the first time. Let's take a look at what has transpired between the Natural Dustin Rhodes and the Blacktop Bully as it leads to this one-on-one confrontation between the Rhodes family and Colonel Parker Stud Stable.
He pushed Dustin Rhodes. He touched the wrestler. Oh, I think he's on his way to the Crowbar Hilton.
Is this the bond money? Yes, it certainly is.
You're real tough when I got the cuffs on, ain't you?
Cost me $75,000 and I want to see it taken out of his eye.
These two men definitely do not like each other, and they will collide at Super Brawl.
That's exactly right. Yeah, Rhodes, I'm going to get you.
You better be ready, because if you don't get out of my way, if you don't move it, you're going to lose it. Bully.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, to be accompanied to the ring by the greatest promoter on the face of the earth, Colonel Robert Parker, along with Mang from Peterbilt, Iowa, weighing 294 pounds, the Black Top Bully.
One of the loudest, most obnoxious men I've ever been around since Bobby the Brain Heenan, actually. And the Blacktop Bully with Colonel Parker and Mang coming back out, who's had himself involved in one too many matches so far tonight. Set to go against the Natural Dustin Rhodes, and this has been quite a feud between these two men. Of course, as I said earlier, it's been quite a feud between the... Wait a minute, Nick Bockwinkel.
Ain't no problem.
There's a problem. Let's listen in here.
This man here is not going to be allowed to stay at
What do you mean he's not going to be allowed to stay?
Allow him to be out
What do you
here.
mean? He can be down here if he wants.
He's done doing his job out here. You can't make him not do his job. He's my bodyguard out here. Well, now I'm going to know I got
how much money you want to spend since he's your man, or how long you want to be suspended.
That's a bunch of garbage. You can't talk to him like that.
Yes, I can. Now look, why don't you get in the ring and we'll just discuss
What do you mean
this
get in
over
the
here.
ring? He's
That's
gonna
what I
stay.
said.
Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel is not allowing Ming to stay at ringside.
That's not right.
And
That's
he's
not
also
right.
threatened to suspend Colonel Rob Parker. Well, he attacked Hacksaw Jim Duggan in the ring. Now, he may be excluded in martial arts, which was very apparent as a bodyguard, but he had no business being in the ring here.
He's going to go back, I know.
Ming is harmless. Not harmless, but I mean, he's not.
Ming is harmless.
Well, I mean, he's not doing anything right now. He's just there.
And I'm glad to see
Leave the man alone.
I am certainly glad to see Commissioner Bockwinkel take charge and do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, WCW Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel is at ringside, and it seems that
what is this
Ming
gonna be?
will be barred from ringside during this next contest.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
How do you know what's fair and what's not?
I know it's fair. I've been in this sport all my life. I know what's right and what's wrong. This is a wrong. This is a travesty of justice.
All right, Ming being led back by Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel. And the only thing I can say is it's about time. He brutally attacked Hacksaw Jim Duggan. As a matter of fact, knocked him out, clamped on a nerve hold.
Only thing I can say is Bockwinkel's lucky. Bockwinkel's lucky. Ming don't take his head off.
All right, the Bully now with Colonel Parker only in ringside awaits his opponent. With that, we go back to Gary Cappetta.
And ladies and gentlemen, the opponent of the Blacktop Bully, he's from Austin, Texas, weighing 261 pounds, the natural, Dustin Rhodes.
The natural Dustin Rhodes set to go in this big confrontation here at Super Brawl. The youngster, very, very young, but had so many matches under his belt. So much experience. Former tag team champion, world tag team champion, more than once.
Well, like you say, Tony, he's a youngster, but he's not really a youngster. He has fought all his life. The Rhodes family has fought everybody all their life. You know why? No one likes the Rhodes family. They've been fighting all their life. Why? Because they're nothing but a bunch of loudmouths. And I hate a loudmouth.
You say no one likes the Rhodes family? Where have you been? The
I don't
American
like
Dream?
them.
Well, you're no one. I understand. Set to go.
Come on,
Boy, are they
Blacktop.
ever set to go. Dustin Rhodes and the Blacktop Bully going at it. And Dustin Rhodes is hammering away.
This is another match. It's not going to be a match. This is going to be a fight.
Counting away. And the noggin of the Blacktop Bully. Pretty good target there for him, too.
Dustin hasn't even got his jacket off yet.
He doesn't need it off. He's in a scrap here, Brain. Uppercut to the jaw. Here's the whip. Dustin with a clothesline, or as he likes to call it, the lariat. Colonel Parker has to be walking on pins and needles on the outside because his bodyguard is not here.
Which is unfair, which is totally unfair.
He brought it on himself.
And I'll tell you, you're not going to find anybody in WCW or in all professional wrestling that is as tough as Dustin Rhodes. You have to stop him at the beginning. You can't let him get momentum.
He's got it now. Oh, the Bully. The Bully absorbed those blows and cut the knee out from under him that time.
What he did is he just took him off the road on the side is what he did.
You're gonna get what you deserve.
Remember, Colonel Parker has said, I want that $75,000 taken out of his hide.
Oh, you bet. I've never seen Dustin look this good.
Well, he looks different. And wait a minute now. The Bully can get disqualified. Had the Bully brought that in, he would be disqualified, but that's Dustin's own.
Well,
ring
Dustin,
jacket.
that was his own thinking. He should have taken that jacket off. You live by the jacket, you choke by the jacket.
Oh, really? Is that a new brain cliche?
It's a brainology.
Brainology. In the corner.
Oh!
Bully hit the side of his head, scraped it against the ring post there. Dustin waiting.
Oh!
Wow, that's what you call the taste flying out of your mouth under ringside. In the corner again, Bully goes over the top. And he's stuck. Oh! He was stuck. Dustin could have been a punter.
Hit him right in that plate of greasy eggs. Come on, Bully, stop him.
Dustin, Bully's hurt. His left arm is apparently hurt, or his shoulder. He is favoring that arm.
But you never know with the Bully. He is such a tough customer.
Toughen up on him.
You know how he shaves? He beats the man and bites him off from the inside. He's that tough a man.
Beats the whiskers in and bites him off on the inside.
Oh, you've heard that too.
Well, I apologize for the brain, fans.
Don't apologize to the humanoids
I gotta
for me
apologize
for
for it.
anything. Come on, show Dustin what it's all about.
Dustin is one tough, like you said, Brain. He's as tough as they come.
Oh, he is. He doesn't know how tough he is. He's not bright enough to know when to back up and stop.
Side headlock applied, takeover. Dustin keeping the bully now on the mat. And Colonel Parker just fanning away on the outside. Remember, fans, Ming ushered away by Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel.
Which is a travesty. I don't understand that.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure you would not understand. Shoulder block. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Bully kicked out in 2. Now don't forget, the bully's maneuver that he likes is a submission hold called the Breaker 1-9. He applies that to your arm.
You know, I heard this is not Dusty's son. He's adopted.
Wait a minute.
I heard that.
Where did you hear that from?
Bully told me that.
Who?
Bully.
The bully told you that.
Yeah.
And you believe the bully.
I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just saying that's what I heard.
You are a mess. You know that?
A what?
A mess. M-E-S-S.
Would you claim Dustin if he was your kid?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'd pack his lunch in a road map.
Tremendous amount of character, determination, and he's a nice guy. He's very young. In his early 20s. Fans are on Colonel Parker. He's got to feel like a man without a coat in cold weather with Ming not around. Shoulder block takedown. The bully got ahead of steam that time. Dustin.
Oh, he got him good there.
With the knee. And a elbow to the forehead. Sending the bully to the top turnbuckle. The laces against the side of the head. Boy, that's an uncharacteristic Dustin Rhodes maneuver. Snapmare takeover. And a reverse chin lock, driving him down to the mat. So the bully now, oh no, Dustin reverses into a hammerlock. And the natural.
But you're not going to beat the bully with an arm lock.
Well,
you got to pound him into the mat. Same as you have to do with Dustin. You have to just pound him. And the Colonel right there, with or without Ming, this man is a genius.
Well,
he knows what to do.
He is a very good promoter. He is very successful in this
He's
sport.
the best.
And apparently has a lot of money.
Oh, does he ever?
He's loaded. I mean, he's really loaded. A lot of money, $75,000.
You mean authority on being loaded. Nail him, nail him. There you go.
Whips him to the ropes. Shoulder block. Bully goes down. Bully down low. Dustin hits the rope. Oh, my.
Oh.
The bully wanted to leapfrog, but Dustin caught him with the right hand into the jaw.
But this man's been fighting at truck stops.
Rolls him up. 1, 2. No, sir. 2 count.
The bully's been fighting all his way up and down the highways of life. From Tampa, Florida, to Miami, to Seattle, to LA, to New York, to St. Louis, all across the country. He has fought everybody. This Dustin Rhodes will not stop him, believe me. I mean, he beats people for nothing.
Dustin bending that arm down. Remember that Breaker 1-9 is a variation of that move. It's like a top wrist lock almost, and that's what Dustin's got applied here. Drop toe hold, got out of it, and the bully showing a lot of ability. But no, Dustin goes back to a hammerlock.
See, that shows you what the Colonel has taught him, and Arn Anderson, and Bunkhouse Buck.
Yeah, Bunkhouse Buck. I'm sure he can teach you a lot.
Oh, he
Teach you how
can.
to put the cowboy boots on to stomp someone's head in the mat.
Well, that's not wrong with. There's nothing wrong with that either. You know, if you knock a guy's bicuspid out, there's nothing wrong with that.
Dustin grabbing that arm. He is content.
Back him in the corner.
Now, this is where Dustin does not want to be. The bully now has him cornered. Has him in his own truck stop, so to speak. And stomping away.
He's got him in the rest area, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think he just kicked him in the rest. In the corner now, Dustin. Oh, look at that. Great move. Planted his feet on the middle turnbuckle with a back elbow. Put the bully back to the mat.
But the bully's on his feet. He's getting up. Black Top's getting up.
Sending Dustin again. He's going to try it again. The bully 1 step ahead. He better turn around.
Turn around! Oh, no!
He wasn't sure what highway to use that time.
Boy, he just hit him on the short route there.
And picked him up with a vertical suplex. The natural. Gonna make a cover. 1, 2. Maybe maybe a second too late that time for the blacktop, or for Dustin Rhodes on the
But
blacktop.
Dustin Rhodes will keep coming at you.
Over the top, and Dustin
Nail him, drop him.
trying to hold on as the bully's going to the ropes.
Sit down, sit down.
Kicked away Randy Anderson.
Now that's not right.
Well, this match continues. Double axe handle. The bully and the natural Dustin Rhodes. And Dustin is sent outside, and you can better believe Colonel's gonna get his shots in here. He's mad, he's angry, and of course, oh my! There is no Bing when you need it.
Oh, where's Bing? Where's Bing when you need him, like you said, Tony?
The bully made a mistake. Dustin had the whereabouts to turn around, and the Dynamite continues. I hear a bell ringing somewhere.
Answer it. Oh, did he nail his noggin?
Yeah, he did. On the inside, Dustin rolling the bully in. Sending the bully to a neutral corner, following him in, trying to monkey flip him out. The bully held his ground, and Dustin goes
He
down.
got him good. He got him good.
He sure did with a
Come on,
clothesline.
bully, cover him. Beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him.
The blacktop bully.
Boy, the bully looks like he's on E. He's looking for more gas now. Come on, fill your tank up, cover him.
The bully rolls him over. 1, 2, and Dustin got out in 2.
What about 3?
Well, that comes after 2, you're right, but it wasn't there. Side of the head. Through the ropes to the floor.
He's lucky he didn't throw him over the top.
You're right, we've already had that happen tonight, and Colonel Parker now getting his kicks.
And what he's doing, he's getting the dust off his shoes.
Oh, is that off the bottom of his shoes, apparently?
Or the top, doesn't matter. He's a Rhodes. You can kick him all you want.
Colonel Parker getting the kicks in. Remember, he said he wanted $75,000 taken out of the Rhodes hide. I guess Colonel Parker thought he'd get in a few as well. Dustin
Hey, punk, get on your hands and knees and beg.
trying to get back. Bully's going to help him back in. Bully. Those driving boots on, just driving the boots in the back of the head.
Put the pedal to the metal.
And that's what he's doing.
Take him home right now.
In the rope.
Ooh. Hit him right in the chili dog.
In the midsection. Blacktop double axe handle blow.
With Texans, it's called chili dog.
Oh, is that what it is?
Ho, ho, ho.
Dustin fighting on his knees. In the face he goes. But the bully relentless, hovering over the natural. Picks him up for a belly to back and executes it perfectly.
Cover him, cover him.
That's what he's doing. Here it comes. 1, 2, Dustin kicks out in 2.
Now you gotta pull those legs up and hook them. Or the tights, put your feet on the rope or do something. Hit him with a brick, something.
Hit him with a brick?
You agree with me?
No, I don't.
You just said hit
I
him with
was
a brick.
repeating what you said. Where did you come up with that one?
I heard that from you.
What's wrong with you?
I heard that from you.
You didn't- A look at the blacktop bully. Out of the slammer, into the ring.
Boy, there's a man that's seen a lot of miles on this highway.
Well, you're not kidding.
Well, he's kept on that white line. He doesn't pass when he doesn't have to. He just runs you off the road.
And I don't believe he represents the great truck drivers everywhere.
No, he don't. His hands are clean.
Dustin, reckless abandon, goes down. And goes down hard. It was a high-risk maneuver by the natural. As the bully ducked low, Dustin rolled down those steel steps. And you know that's taking a lot out of him, Brain.
Boy, he hit all 3 of those steps. Now, take him out. Take him out right now.
The bully.
Slam him on the steps. Oh! My achy, breaky back.
Along the apron.
Ooh, look at that.
And now the bully in his element.
Well, you know what happens when you kick a Rhodes in the head? Nothing.
Dustin is going to be content with going on a low road.
He keeps coming back.
He sure
keeps
does.
fighting.
A Rhodes trademark. And the youngster is back in. He's on his feet. Snaps him over. Here he goes. No, sir. The bully had the whereabouts to roll out of the way.
Come on, bully. Make him validate that parking ticket. Come on.
Now I got him.
You bet.
Suplexed him over. The bully better make sure he's down.
He's too far away to hit
He's
him.
wasting a lot of time, and
He's
Dustin.
too far.
Dustin is up. Dustin is there, and he caught him.
But he didn't get real good, I don't think.
I don't think so either. The bully was trying to double axe handle. Dustin had countered with a clothesline, and Dustin's clothesline hit that double axe handle blow.
That fire in the rose is burning right now.
It really is. And now, the natural Dustin Rhodes, with the fire of the Rhodes family, like you said, Brain, burning, is trying to get some offense going here. Here we go.
Oh!
Back body drop. And now he's doing to the bully what the bully did to him earlier.
He is pulverizing him right now.
Hounding the bully. Dustin shoots him in. Elevates him with an atomic drop.
That'll straighten out your tattoos.
And the natural is going for the Bulldog. He's got it. He's got the Bulldog. One, two. Colonel's got the leg. Colonel Parker.
I never saw that. I saw him put his leg on the
Randy
rope.
Anderson saw the leg was on the rope, but he saw Colonel Parker's arm as well. And Dustin's got the Colonel.
Ming, where are you, Ming?
He is being sequestered right now. Thank you. Dustin, he's going to send Colonel Parker in. Oh, yeah. This is a long time coming.
Oh, no!
He wanted in the ring. He's in the ring.
The man's an innocent bystander.
Well, he
How
was.
could this happen?
And the bully missed. The bully goes over the top. And they're still fighting.
Oh, what a match.
Boy, we have a fight. Dustin to pick up the bully. Colonel's got the leg. Colonel's got the leg. 1, 2, 3. The bully wins it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the Black Top Bully.
Justice will prevail.
Justice, my eye. Colonel Parker was holding the leg of the natural Dustin Rhodes.
So what? Look what happened. Dustin put a hand on the Colonel, brought the Colonel in the ring, beat the heck out of the Colonel when Ming wasn't around. So Colonel did what he had to do. Tough luck, Dustin Rhodes. Tough luck.
You beat that kid for nothing.
The Blacktop Bully gets a win, steals the win. And let's take a look back at some of the action earlier on in this Super Brawl 5 encounter here, Breen.
Well, Dustin thought he was going to get a quick win right here. 1, 2, 3 with his patented Bulldog.
Look at this.
But it didn't happen.
Colonel got, there you go, you saw it.
Well, talk to the Colonel. Don't talk to me. Talk to the Colonel. He did what he had to do. He's invested. He has invested in that man. But look what Dustin did here. Suplexed the Colonel into the ring. Damaged the man. Tried to break his back. He didn't care. Do you care, Tony? No, nobody cares. But look at this. Dustin thought he was real sharp. Colonel outsmarted the Rhodes family. 1, 2, 3. Ha 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 ha. What are you gonna do?
Well, fans, the winner, the Blacktop Bully here in Super Brawl 5. As you take a look at our capacity crowd, you know, fans, as you know, ever since what happened at Starrcade, we saw some of it a little bit earlier. Ever since what happened at Starrcade, there has been tight security when it comes to Hogan and when it comes to Vader. Vader, as you know, as you saw at the top, entered the building here earlier today and was a wild man. As a matter of fact, he pushed a cameraman. He attacked the limousine that I was in, thinking that Hogan was there. Came out earlier during the main event, attacked 4 wrestlers. So there's no doubt that he is ready to go. The bad news is that Gene Okerlund's got to interview him right now.
Well, I just heard a minute ago that there is more security in the back because Vader has left his dressing room and he is storming up and down the hallway. What does that mean? He's looking for Hulk Hogan.
And he will find Hulk Hogan not too many matches from now. As a matter of fact, like we said, let's go to Mean Gene. Gene, this one's all yours. I'll tell you what, fella, we feel for you. Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to be conducting this interview very reluctantly with a great deal of trepidation. You know the frame of mind that Vader has been in all weekend long. As a matter of fact, it goes way back. Ever since he got... Vader, I'll hand the microphone over to you and just give it to you. I'm concerned about Hulk Hogan. He has I'm sure he's got a pretty good idea what he's going to have to deal with. You know what time it is.
What time is it?
Well...
Jesse Allen! Jesse Allen in Boulder, Colorado! And the whole wide world. Tell me and let me hear you. What time is it? Yeah, y'all know what time it is. It's time for Vader. Hogan, you can run no more. You can hide no further because the demon is upon you. The demon is fear. And you're looking at the demon. Brother!
Vader, excuse me. Vader, I don't want to upset you any more than you are. What about that limousine? Who was inside the limousine today?
Does it matter who was in the limousine? Does it really matter? What matters is Hogan wasn't in it. You got to be the luckiest man alive, because I'd have ended this thing right here and right then. Hogan, my vision, my dream, if you will, standing in front of thousands and thousands of people and millions of people on TV. And I look down at a broken, bloody Hogan, and I ask you, who is the man? And out of your own lips, I hear you say, Vader, you're the man. You're the man.
Thank you very much. It's going to be Vader Hulk Hogan tonight, head on, here at Super Brawl 5. This man is nuts. Let's get back to Tony and Bobby. My goodness.
Well, Gene, way to handle yourself there, and it was very tough. Vader, there's no question about it. He is ready. He has been ready ever since he made the challenge back in Nashville, Tennessee at our last pay-per-view, our last of '94 at Starrcade. And in a few moments, Vader and Hogan will collide. We haven't heard from Hulk Hogan. We will.
Why haven't we heard from Hogan? I'll tell you why we haven't heard from Hogan. He is someplace in this building with security all around him, begging on his hands and knees, please keep Vader away from me. This man wants to tear my head off. Please keep Vader away from me. Hogan, I understand that. There's nothing wrong with it. You should be begging for help because Vader is going to take you out tonight here at Super Brawl. And you know that, Tony.
Well, the fans are waiting for that, and as Mean Gene has been telling us, he will attempt to get an interview with the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and there's a burning question. When Vader got out of the limousine, or before he did, we saw blonde hair. We saw there was a lady. Was that Ric Flair in Vader's limousine? With that question in mind, I believe right now Mean Gene Okerlund is standing by with this interview. Let's go to Gene.
Who knows?
All right, thank you very much, Tony Schiavone. I just conducted an interview with Vader. I can't recall when I was ever that nervous. This man is an absolute nutcase. Well, perhaps the last appointment I had with a proctologist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, 12-time former WCW heavyweight champion, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has been on the shelf ever since Halloween Havoc, but statements in recent weeks, Nature Boy has got a lot of people talking. The fans here in Baltimore, fans all over the world, want to know what's up. First of all, I'm going to call you on the carpet. I know you're in town styling and profiling, but was that you in Vader's limousine this afternoon?
Now, why would I be in Vader's limousine? Gene, I came to Baltimore for the party.
Party?
Understand?
Party?
Brother, I saw Dusty Rhodes back there, and I remember the nights we were sold out, we rocked and rolled, we drove Baltimore crazy. I'm here because WCW is what's happening. Oh, yeah.
All right, well,
How about Savage, huh? We even got the Macho Man in WCW, the Stinger driving a while, and Big Hulk Hogan. Maybe his last walk to the aisle as the World Heavyweight Champion.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I'm going to have to call you on that. Nature Boy Ric Flair, I know you're going to be part of the audience tonight. Where are you going to be sitting?
I'm going to be sitting right down there in the front row with 5 of the best-looking women this town has to offer, brother.
Where did you get the women?
After the show, Doctor, the parties at the Marriott all night long.
Wait a minute. I know the manager over there. I don't want you to start anything. The Nature Boy Ric Flair making a very auspicious appearance here at Super Brawl. And I think these fans love it. I know Bobby the Brain Heenan is over there absolutely licking his chops. He loves to see it. Now, I think the question is the Nature Boy here as just a spectator, or is he here in some other capacity? Tony, Bobby, let's get back to you, gentlemen.
Well, thank you very much, Mean Gene Okerlund. There he is, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who's going to be sitting in ringside. And I tell you what, something's up. And we heard just last night on WCW Saturday Night that, he's jawing with the fans already, and it's not anything too nice, as a matter of fact. The Nature Boy,
The man.
the Nature Boy Ric Flair in ringside for our next bout, which is a big, colossal tag bout. Gary Capetta, it's all yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest of Super Brawl 5, a special tag team event. It is set for one fall. Introducing team number 1 at a total combined weight of 837 pounds. First, from Mount Everest, Washington, Avalanche. His tag team partner from Cobb County, Georgia, Big Bubba Rogers.
No doubt about it, the largest tag team in WCW.
800 and some pounds.
And some.
That's close to a half a ton.
You're right, Brain.
Oh, that's more than Okerlund has dandruff on his shoulders.
Back to Gary we go.
And ladies and gentlemen, the opponents, introducing first, from Venice Beach, California, weighing 251 pounds, this is Sting!
Sting! A man who became the WCW World Heavyweight Champion right here in this arena on July 7th, 1990, when he defeated Ric Flair.
And the world says this is the most popular man at WCW. I doubt that.
He truly is one of them. And the fans love him. The Stinger making his way to the ring. As we go back to Gary again.
And ladies and gentlemen, his tag team partner this evening, he's from Sarasota, Florida. He weighs 235 pounds. Macho Man, Randy Savage.
There's a loose cannon right there. This is the most dangerous man in the sport.
He is totally N-U-T-S nuts.
Here's the Macho Man making his first WCW pay-per-view appearance. And 95 is off and running. This is where the stars are. World Championship Wrestling with the Macho Man and Sting together.
It don't get any better.
One of the Bounce fans have been waiting for tonight. The Macho Man and Sting together here in the sold-out, jam-packed to the rafters.
I'm not sure how many people they turned away. The streets were packed when I came in.
All right, it's the stare-down time. And believe you me, you are not going to intimidate Sting. There you see a little stinger.
Yeah, that's a little stinger.
Nor are you going to intimidate the Macho Man Randy Savage. And intimidation, a big part of what's going on. Flair watching on as these guys are ready to get it on. There's the bell. Here we go.
And the 12 times World Champion is watching all of this. Ric Flair, ladies and gentlemen, he is in the house.
The Great Muta is with us from Japan, along with the Japanese contingent. Good to see the Great Muta.
I mean, everyone's here to watch this. They've come from all over the world.
Well, they are seeing, when you come to a WCW pay-per-view event, you know, number one, that you are going to see the top stars in wrestling. They are here.
Plus, you'll see 50 or 70 other stars sitting ringside.
That's right. And now, Sting. To begin things with Avalanche. Remember, it will be the quickness of Sting and the Macho Man, the hit-and-run technique, if you will, against the awesome size, power of Avalanche and Bubba.
But Bubba is also very quick. You know, I never had a lot of respect for the big dumb hick, but he has showed me something now. He has come out and he has blossomed. He knows what he has to do to make money. He knows what he has to do to kick some butt, and he's gonna do it. Bubba, you're all right.
Look at the size differential here of Sting and Avalanche. Sting went to the neutral position, but there you see it, fans. Avalanche and Sting. Sting, yeah.
Now we know he's gonna make a big move here. They're gonna take their time. Sting's gonna want to warm up the people. He wants them behind him.
Absolutely.
But Avalanche knows, I'm just gonna maul you.
I know Avalanche is strong in there. I don't think the pose down is his thing. This is his thing, just to get you in the corner, use his weight advantage, and maul you.
Look at that.
Sending Sting to the corner. Sting with a head of steam, make it twice. But the big guy just won't go down.
Still on his feet.
Sting will do it again. Oh, no, he's not. You talking about bad blood, you got it right here.
You know, that's something about Sting. And like Savage, they will constantly keep coming at you. They won't back up. There's no R in their gears. There's no reverse. They will constantly fight you. They're not smart enough to know when to back off. And believe me, with Avalanche and this man right there, you better back off.
You know, you always seem to confuse intelligence with perseverance and determination. I think that's unkind and wrong. There's a backbreaker.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Are you scolding me?
Yeah, well, you know.
Are you questioning me?
Yeah, well, I'm not the only one, I'm sure, tonight. Up on top, the Macho Man. Bubba. Sting's gonna suplex him up. 300 pounds. And the fans are loving it in Baltimore.
That'll straighten out your suspenders. Whoa! Your serve, my serve, love 40. Come on.
Whoop.
Come on, Bubba, get on your feet.
Bubba trying to hold himself up. Sting's trying to knock him down. Up and down. And up. Both go down again.
So that's the wild mouse.
One more time, please, and Bubba staggers to the floor.
And Sting will hurt you.
Here
and
it
so
goes.
will this man.
Savage!
Macho Man move off the top rope to the floor. And Baltimore has come alive.
And the Macho Man gets the tag, who's officially now in. And he's never looked better. Look at the Macho Man. Look how good he looks. I mean, the physique.
Well, he's always in great condition. He never hasn't been. He's always like that. He is such a competitor, such a dominating force. He just competes constantly. Everything he does all day long. But there's the man. There's the thing that stirs the drink right there.
The thing that stirs the drink.
The straw. You know what I mean.
Yeah, okay.
I'm excited. I'm sorry. Excuse me. The straw that stirs the drink.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Would you quit mumbling? From the neutral position, arm drag, taking the big guy down, but Bubba is back up to one knee.
You're gonna make him mad, Savage.
Brother, all right.
Look at the eyes. Watch the eyes on this man. He's focused totally all the time.
Oh, he was inviting Ric Flair to get in the ring.
You don't want that, Savage.
Flair he's retired officially. He signed the agreement back at Halloween Havoc.
He's done.
Look at that right hand by Bubba, though. Boy, you talking about power. I mean, Bubba is one awesome competitor.
Oh, he's 320-some pounds.
Missing a clothesline. Savage trying a sunset flip.
You won't take him over. Oh!
Have a seat. The knee between the shoulder blades. Rolls him up 1, 2. No,
Did
sir.
you get him?
No, sir. Bubba rolled out. Elbow. Oh, my goodness.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Savage doesn't understand. He keeps on coming. He don't know when to stop.
I don't think he cares. Whoa. We've got this is WCW fans.
Let's just sit back and watch this, Tony. This is going to be a fight.
He has gotten 500 pounds very angry.
Why would you slap 500 pounds?
Oh, no. That was a good effort. 1, 2, and it almost ended the match. And now Avalanche returning the fire on Savage.
Spit on him. Spit on him.
Oh, Brain, would you stop it? We got children watching this. Teach them any bad habits. In the corner.
Oh! Oh, no.
Wait a second. 500 pounds is stuck up on the top rope.
He's caught. There's no place he can go.
And Sting trying to get him off his feet.
Which is a smart move.
Yes, it is.
You got to get him down.
He did. He got him down. He's going for the Scorpion.
No.
The Macho Man pounding on him. On Bubba. 4 men going at it.
This is a battle royal, Shamani.
Sting and Avalanche. Sting's gonna splash Bubba. Splash Avalanche.
Everyone's on their feet. Look at this.
Splash Bubba. And that ended that.
Once you go up, you're gonna come down, Stinger.
Sting giving it his all here,
He did.
but he ran into Avalanche one too many times.
Look at Flair. He's on his feet.
And
He's talking.
He's taunting Macho Man is what he's doing.
What about that, huh? Oh, no.
Oh, the Macho Man over to get in Flair's face.
Well, you can't talk to Macho Man. He will get in your face. You say anything to that man, Savage is that much intense. He will get in your face. And Flair, look at Flair. He's having fun.
That was from Ric Flair. Oh, elbow. 500 pounds.
A big man. Maybe the biggest man in sports.
Avalanche. This is where Sting does not want to be, on the receiving end of Avalanche. Oh, he moved. There's his quickness. Sting! Put the back.
Oh, he got him.
But he walks into Bubba. And then cold-blooded avalanche. My, oh my, an unintentional headbutt on target. Was that you?
That wasn't me. That you?
No.
Come on, Avalanche, make the tag. Tag Bubba.
Macho
Randy
Man.
Savage. Does he want that tag?
The Macho Man is in. Double axe handle. Bubba. Right hand. Make it 2. Now, Avalanche is the legal man here. Bubba is
Savage doesn't care. You know who's legal. He don't care.
all 4 going at it. It's broken down here into a Donnybrook. A slam.
Look at that. Savage picks up a 325-pound man.
The Macho Man off the top of the big
There's nobody there to count. Nobody's there to count.
The Avalanche is the legal man. And so's the Macho Man. Still
Are you
up on
sure?
top. Over the top. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and
don't believe
gentlemen,
this.
the winners of the match, the team of Sting and Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Sting and Macho Man with the win.
That may be the team to beat here at WCW. When you pull off a victory like this.
We've got security man in between Flair and the Macho Man.
I look at that. Savage wins the match with the Stinger, but he still wants a piece of Flair. This man is nuts.
And security making sure that the wrestlers stay clear of the Nature Boy. But let me say, for the record, that Flair is doing a lot of taunting here at ringside.
What's wrong with that? You buy your seat, you can say whatever you want. You can yell and scream as long as you do not touch a wrestler. You can yell and scream as much as you want. And you know that, Schiavone.
Well, as we have been talking here, we want to remind you that the WCW Wrestling Hotline is up and running. And fans, as you enjoy the action here on pay-per-view, you can always call the Wrestling Hotline on option 2 and talk to your favorite wrestlers. That's right, they are taking your phone calls as we speak. The good news is you don't have to talk to the brain. As a matter of fact, right now you can talk to Harlem Heat and Sister Sherry and ask them how they stole the World Tag Team belts back away from the Nasty Boys. There you see Chris Cruz.
Well, they didn't steal nothing.
So call
they
right-
defended their title.
Call right now, 1-900-909-9900. Calls cost $1.49 each minute. You can do it on option 2. You can call and you can talk to Harlem Heat and Sherry right now and ask them some of the burning questions that I know fans we have. Of course, one more burning question remains here in World Championship Wrestling. What is going to happen when the match we've always wanted to see kicks off our 95 pay-per-view schedule when Hogan meets Vader? There's no doubt about it. Vader is...
Hogan, come out.
Sit down.
Quit hiding. Come out. You're going to have to face Vader. Come out and defend your title. Get out from under the bed and quit hiding. That's what's going on right now in Hogan's mind. That's where Hogan is right now. He is terrified. He is scared to death of Vader, and you should be. It's over tonight.
I really don't believe that's the case. As a matter of fact, in just a few moments, we are going to be going back to Hulk Hogan and Jimmy Hart live, an interview with Mean Gene Okerlund. But as you know, it all started at Super Brawl between the two men. Now, actually, it started before then. If you go back to Fall Brawl of last September, Vader won the triangle match, if you'll recall. And he was the #1 contender by winning that triangle match. Then he had claimed on the inside that Hogan had been ducking him, but that was not the case. Hogan had the match coming up at Halloween Havoc. Can I finish
Tony,
here?
don't snow the people.
With the Nature Boy Ric Flair, he had that. And then, of course, he had the bitter rivalry match with Butcher at Starrcade. Hogan, of course, was the World Heavyweight Champion, and then Vader won the U.S. title at Starrcade, and then, of course, by winning the triangle match, winning the U.S. Heavyweight title, there was no denying Vader anymore. He was the #1 contender.
Tony, you're talking to the humanoids. Don't snow them. Hogan was running his whole life from Vader. Hogan is the WCW Heavyweight Champion of the world. And there's one man there that can take it away from him. One man that can cripple him. One man that can take the title, and his name is Vader. Hogan, call Omaha.
Omaha?
Yes, that's where all the insurance companies are. Call Hartford, Connecticut. Make sure your policies are paid up because there's a 452-pound animal that is looking for you. And very shortly, in this ring right here, that man is going to get his meat hooks on you. Hogan, you had a hell of a run, but it's over.
That remains to be seen. As a matter of fact, Hogan will be standing by with Mean Gene. But before we go there, fans, take a look at the big confrontation still to come here at Super Brawl.
Tony, come on. Don't you understand?
So much power. So vicious. Number one rated contender in the world who won that triangle match. It's like a silverback gorilla. And a man worthy of slaughtering people.
What time is it? It's Vader time! That's right! Vader! Yeah! The demon is fear, Hogan! And the world found out two things. The Vader waits for no man. Vader waits for no company. It was Vader that busted in that press conference and demanded to get face to face with you in the squared circle. I am the number one contender. I am the U.S. champion. What else is there left for me to do, brother? So I'm calling you out right now, Punk. I'm calling you out. Maybe you're right, brother. Maybe it's Vader time right now. And it was Vader at Caesar's Palace that let you know there is no comfort zone. There is no safe place on the face of the earth for Hulk Hogan. He's got a Hogan. He's gonna power drive him. He's gonna power bomb Hulk Hogan. Oh, no! We're looking at the man. The Trump's going down. February 19th. Baltimore, be there. Witness history.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you have seen the past 6 or 8 months here at World Championship Wrestling has all led us here to this great city of Baltimore and to this very moment, because not more than 2 or 3 minutes from now, Hulk Hogan, you along with Jimmy Hart in your corner will be going to the ring here in front of this capacity crowd at Super Brawl 5 to defend the World Heavyweight title. You know the frame of mind that Vader is in. This man is a loose cannon. He is ballistic tonight.
Well, you know something, Mean Gene. To say that the city of Baltimore, brother, was not electric would be an understatement, brother. Vader time has been running rampant. He's been bullying his way around here for the last couple days, brother. We know the power of Vader. We know all about the demon he's warned us all about, brother. But the thing is, brother, this is the final test for Hulk Hogan, brother. This is the test that separates the good men from the bad men, brother. The immortality of Hulkamania. And he will have to bury me, brother, 6 feet under in Baltimore, brother, to steal the trust, the love, and the devotion in the future, all those Hulkamaniacs for me, Mean Gene.
The way he is psyched up, Jimmy Hart, you voiced your concern, and Hulk, even now at the very last moment here, I've got to voice my concern. I am concerned about you tonight, my friend.
Well, you know, it goes all the way back to the home front, brother. Even my family says, Hulk Hogan, you can walk away, brother. You don't have to prove a thing. The man's gonna hurt you, brother. Well, I know all about Vader, brothers. I know all about what he's made of. And to say the Pythons aren't ready would be an understatement. To say Hulk Hogan isn't psyched and ready would be an understatement. So Vader time. This is where the power lies, brother. We're gonna test you tonight. We're gonna drag you around. We're gonna see what he's made of, Jimmy Hart. And by hook or by crook, we're gonna corner the dude, brother. Whether I gotta play possum, whether I gotta face him straight up, brother, we're gonna find out what he's made of. But Jimmy Hart, The dirtiest player in the game is sitting out there, brother, and he's an innocent bystander. Wouldn't it be a shame, Jimmy Hart, if he was to happen to get in my way right when I had Vader in the launch position, brother? Keep an eye on him, Jimmy Hart.
Don't worry, Hulkster. I've got an old Ric Flair. We know we are ready to face the demon, baby. It's not Vader time. It's Hulkster time, Daddy!
And the way I feel right now, Mean Gene, all the other world titles, brother, all the last years in professional wrestling have came down to this one moment, brother. This is the most important day in my life, brother, and the man that walks out of there alive, the man that walks out of there as the WCW champion, brother, will shape the future of the 90s, will lead the brigade, and from this day on, it was said, it will be marked in stone. It's not Vader time, brother. It's Hulk time. And what you're gonna do when the largest arms in the world run wild on you? You're mine, Vader.
Most important day of his life and most important match of his career. Let's get to Michael Buffer.
Here we go, Schiavone. This is it. This is what the world's been waiting for.
Michael Buffer awaits in the ring as the man at over 452 pounds. Truly the biggest match of his career, wouldn't you think? He's had a great career as Vader, but he's never. Well, yeah, but I'm saying Vader has never faced Hulk Hogan.
Never. And Harley Race is not here. Harley Race is someplace. He may be here. Who knows? Vader is ready. Believe me. The man is ready.
He has been on a ballistic mission. A ballistic mission ever since early today.
Oh, he's destroyed cars, knocked out windows. I don't know how many police he's overpowered in the back. Who knows what's been going on back there? But this man wants to become WCW champion. And not only that, he wants to end Hulkamania. And who else can do it? Wow. Everyone just is standing in awe.
Well, time for the world champ.
And everybody's yelling, who? They're talking about Hogan. That's the man that packs the gold right there.
And packs the arenas.
He may be in a bedpan before morning, though. He may be hospitalized because that 452-pound man in the ring has other intentions for that man right there.
They reported in USA Today that at LaGuardia Airport, after the ESPY Awards were over, that no one noticed Dick Vitale or Grant Hill. They only flocked around the WCW World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan.
Dick Vitale's a friend of mine. He told me that. He was there at the airport. He said, I was there at 6 o'clock in the morning. Everyone just glommed Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster, he said, is alive. I said, well, that's because no one knows you because you're adrift.
And with that in mind, let's go to Michael Buffer.
This match, ladies and gentlemen, is sanctioned by the Maryland State Athletic Commission, Chairman D. Chester O'Sullivan, and the WCW Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action will be referee Randy Anderson. And now this is the big brawl of the WCW Super Brawl. This is the battle between the two greatest big men in the world today. Ladies and gentlemen, from Baltimore, Maryland, let's get ready to rumble!
Oh, we are.
Wearing black and red, he weighs 446 1/4 pounds. His hometown is Boulder, Colorado. where he was an All-American football standout for the Colorado Buffaloes. He has championship titles on every continent, a feat accomplished by no other. Tonight, he plans to rip the title belt from the champion's grasp. Ladies and gentlemen, the man considered by many to be the greatest big man in the history of wrestling, the #1 ranked challenger in the world, Vader.
Like he said, the #1 ranked challenger in the world.
And United States champion.
Absolutely.
And his opponent, here in the company of his manager, the Mouth of the South, Mr. Jimmy Hart. Wearing his familiar yellow and red, he weighs 274.5 pounds. He comes to us from Venice Beach, California. He's known the world over as one of the most popular and charismatic athletes ever. Tonight, he is ready not only to defend his title, but to prove that he is the world's greatest big man ever. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the heavyweight champion of the world, the king of Hulkamania, the one, the only, Hulk Hogan.
Been a lot of jawing.
And Flair is at ringside.
That's right.
Flair is sitting there on his chair.
Here we go. Wherever you are, I know you're ready for this one because we are.
Oh, Hogan, you better be ready. Believe me, you're like a phone book. Vader's got your number.
The world has been waiting for these two to lock up, and now they're going to finally do it. In a matter of seconds, WCW Super Brawl will see Vader and Hogan finally lock them in. Both men very tentative. Here we go. Hogan does not want to get caught in the corner with Vader.
But Vader's got more strength than Hogan. Vader is such an overpowering human being.
Well, I would say that he is overpowering, but I'm not so sure if that's the case or not. Vader is larger, heavier, but Hogan, of course,
And determined.
You think the world champion's not?
No.
You think the power of Hulkamania is not based on determination?
Well,
You're
the power
wrong.
of Hulkamania is...
Look at this. Right hands, and the big guy won't budge.
Nobody home. Come on, boy. Hit me. Let's see what you got.
Nothing is what he said. The Great Muta looks on along with his contingent from Japan. He knows both men quite well. Neutral position. Back into a corner. Vader wants to corner Hogan. And Hogan now... Whoa! Oh, my! Oh, my again! He's taking every bit of it, Brain. Hogan, it's not phasing him. It is not phasing him.
Not at all. You're making him mad.
Look at those eyes.
Look at the eyes. That man is going to eat you alive. You're going to be like a little 25-cent hamburger in a bun. It's over for you, Hogan.
The Hulkster. There's the Nature Boy. And I still say that was him in the limousine, although he sidestepped the question from Mean Gene. I mean, he even winked at Vader at the end of the interview on Saturday night last night. You remember that? Of course
Well,
you
the
do.
lights
Yes,
are
you do.
so bright, something could affect your eye.
okay.
You know, that can happen.
Now, he's got good eyes. What are you talking about? Full-on dragon twist.
This isn't Hogan.
Well,
Hogan's trying to wrestle him. This is not Hulk Hogan. He does not know what to do with this man.
there you go. Yes, he does. Short arm scissors.
It won't work, though. I'm telling you, this man is going to eat him up. Just let's sit back and watch this. This is going to be great. I've waited for this all my life.
Hogan does not want to be on the canvas with Vader hovering over him, and that's what's happening right here. Stepping on his face. Vader. Hogan's got to employ a different strategy. He's tried to pound him, to slap him, to take him off his feet. It has not been working here.
Hogan does not know what to do with this man. Hogan's got to realize Vader's got to beat him. Hogan doesn't have to beat him.
Vader's getting back to a corner. This is where Vader wants him.
Oh, look at this.
He is hammering Hulk Hogan. Vader is hammering the world champion. Fist, forearms. Hogan is in trouble early and he goes down.
Oh, is he ever. I love it.
Quit cheering and call a match. Crying out loud.
He's going to hit him so hard in the head, he's going to grow hair.
In the corner. Hogan on the outside. And so far, it has been all Vader.
Well, Hogan tried to wrestle him, and it's obvious. You can't out-wrestle this man. You can't out-muscle him. He has a mission, and you're the mission, Hogan.
Randy Anderson assigned to this match. Vader not letting Hogan rest. There you see Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel ringside with Michael Buffer.
I just hope Vader doesn't blow his opportunity. I hope we don't get disqualified. You know what I mean?
Hogan sends Vader into the corner. Right in Ric Flair's seat. Right in Ric Flair's seat.
But the 12-time champion of the world is standing. He's all right. He's all right.
Let's watch this closely. Let's see if any information is passed back and forth.
Oh, the animal is loose. Don't take a picture, Punk. It'll eat your camera. Wow. Look at this. Everyone is standing. Everyone in Baltimore is standing. The world has waited to see this.
Look at Flair's face. All right, Hogan caught him coming in, and Hogan's got him now. First time he's got Vader in trouble. Hulk Hogan pounding Vader. You hear Jimmy Hart say pound him, and Hogan's gonna climb the turnbuckle. Oh yeah! To quote the Macho Man. For the first time, the big guy's in trouble.
I don't think he's in that much trouble. It will not affect him. Look at this. See, I told you.
He holds his ground. He's coming at you. Down goes Vader.
Okay, he knocked him down. But to keep him down is another thing.
Vader goes down.
What a great match this is going to be.
The big foot. It didn't knock him down. The clothesline to the Vader on the outside.
But he can't beat him on the outside. He's got to beat him on the inside. Vader's got time on his side right now.
Remember Vader saying the demon is fear? I think Hulk Hogan has proved he is not afraid.
Vader fears no man, let alone that Punk in the yellow and orange.
Punk? What are you talking about? You're talking about the world champion. And he's leveling Vader again.
Stick around, stick around.
Hogan pounding Vader. Pounding Vader down to the canvas.
Vader is eventually going to get mad. He is going to snap, and he's going to snap Hulk Hogan's back. Hogan just is lucky right now. You know, at the beginning of the match, Schiavone, things go back and forth. You can tell who's the toughest man after the 20-minute mark.
Wrong maneuver by the champ.
Jimmy Hart, pick up the one edge. You're going to be looking for a job.
He tried to pick up the 452-pound Vader, but could not.
Well, like I said, Schiavone, after the 20-minute mark, that's when you tell who's the toughest. At first, you're always going to be back and forth. But wait and see what's going to happen.
In the ropes, Vader bomb.
I know you're on Hulk Hogan's side because you love Hulkamania. But logistically, think about it. The man's twice the size of Hogan. He's got twice the desire of Hogan.
I don't know about that.
I just told you that.
Got twice the size. I don't know if he has the desire. Hogan blindly swinging wildly. He was gouged in the eyes that time, or poked in the eyes by Vader. And now the challenger has Hogan in trouble once again.
And Flair is still at ringside.
The reason I like Hogan, Brain, is because of what he has meant. What Hulkamania has meant to youngsters all around the world.
Okay, and this
including
sport,
my children.
that's one thing. Okay, that's great. That's great. Wave the flag, have some apple pie, and drive a used car. That's the man right there. Vader, that's going to rule the 90s. He's too strong.
The man is too strong. You may have heard him right there.
Rip his mustache off.
Hogan said it. The man is too strong.
Give up! Are you listening? Give up!
He's asking Hogan to give up, and that's not going to happen. And I think you fans watching this know that.
He may be too dumb to give up. I bet he quits. You know, Hogan is a quitter.
How much you want to bet on that?
I've always heard that. Butcher told me that.
A pickup.
Oh!
Vader is just too strong on this night.
He's ready. Vader's waited for this all his life.
Going for the big Vader drop.
Magilla Gorilla, look at this.
Look at the confidence on the face of the challenger.
Come on, Don Meredith, sing it. Turn out the lights.
1, 2, it's not over, he's up in 2. And maybe Vader's arrogance was costing him there. Look at this choke, driving the thumb into the windpipe.
He is immediately cutting off his hair.
Now Hogan is, right now, is helpless.
Vader shouldn't waste this much time with him. He should lean on him. He should use his weight. He should pulverize him.
Jimmy,
the more you give Hogan, watch this, watch this.
He's going up top, maybe for his moonsault, and there it is. There went nobody home.
He wasted too much time. You can't with Hogan. Hogan will come back. He will constantly come back. You got to constantly stifle a man and ground him.
Hogan and Vader going at it. They're pushed. What's Hogan, where's he going? Vader, oh my.
He's trying to get disqualified. He's trying to save his title. Oh!
Boom! Down goes Vader, thanks to a steel chair.
If the Orioles could hit like that, they'd still be playing ball.
No, they wouldn't.
Here we go again. Ooh.
Again the chair, look at Vader.
But he's still on his feet, Tony. But Vader's the kind of a man where you can pound on day and night. He's constantly going to keep coming at you.
I've never seen Hogan like this, Brain.
Well, he realizes this is it. This is put up or shut up. His butt's against the wall.
Flair watching on intently at ringside as well. Uh-oh, throat pickup. Boom, goes Hogan.
Yes, yes. Take that miserable creep out right now. Cover him.
Flair is loving it. Big smile on his face.
Vader, don't waste any time with him. Cover him, hook him. Do what you have to do. Then work him over. Then maul him. Then molest him as much as you have to do. Don't waste your time with that man.
Working him over in the corner.
Boy, Hogan's wobbly.
He really is. Vader may be at the verge of securing the most cherished prize in all of wrestling, the WCW Championship.
And beating probably the most famous wrestler besides Ric Flair in the history of this sport. Look at Flair. He hasn't taken his eyes off that ring.
And Hogan's back.
Beat him, Vader! Beat him!
He is hooking up with a capital H.
Uh-oh.
And right now, they are having no effect.
seen this happen a million times. You gotta stop him. Don't be intimidated.
Block.
Ground him, ground him, ground him.
Right hand! Right hand again! Now Vader's in trouble. Shoots him in. The big foot.
Now Hogan's wasting time. Hogan's working with the humanoid. He wants to build him up. He wants his strength.
He's going for the leg drop. He got him. One. Ooh, he kicked out of the leg
Look at
drop.
that, look at that. I've never seen anybody do that.
He kicked out in one of the leg drop. Down goes Randy Anderson from the Vader bomb along with Hogan. Vader kicked out.
Here we go. It's over. It is over.
Bomb. There's no referee to count.
I can count 1, 2, 3. We've got a new champion of the world.
Comes Flair.
There we go. That's good enough for me.
Flair's in the ring. Oh, Flair's gone nuts.
No, he's lost it.
1, 2. Hogan kicked out.
He gets out. He's alive. He's on his feet.
He's on his feet and he's fighting. Here goes Hogan. There goes Vader. And there goes our cameraman.
But Flair's back in the ring.
Flair's gone nuts.
He can't believe it.
Hogan and Flair again. You talking about hatred?
Oh, everything's gone on there. What's happening here right now?
Uh-oh.
There we go. There we go. Stop him. Finish Hulkamania off right now.
This match is over. Look at this. He's holding Hogan, and Flair is stomping away.
Break his leg. Break his leg. Slap that figure 4 on him, Rick, as only you can do.
That's what he's doing. He's got the figure 4 on Hogan.
And Vader's going upstairs, it looks like.
Here comes Savage with a chair. Here comes Sting.
Jimmy Hart went got that. He went for help.
We need the official word on this match. And it appears to me that we were right, or I was right, that he was in the limousine.
But what do you think?
Look at this high five.
You really think Ric Flair can stand the fact that he has to be retired because of that man, Hulk Hogan? Vader had the man beat. He whipped his keister out of that ring. Who's the man now?
Still heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan.
Boy, if it wasn't for Savage and Sting, Hulk Hogan would be right now on a gurney going someplace.
There's a lot of questions that need to be asked about Ric Flair as it relates to Vader. Because they gave each other high fives. He got in the ring. He's retired. He had no business getting in the ring. And this issue is not settled between Hulk Hogan and the #1 contender.
Well, it never will be settled. You know that, right, Tony? I mean, Hogan suckered Flair into the retirement match. He's lucky to even get by the match with Vader.
Fans, we are running out of time. Our next pay-per-view event is in 1 month. Sunday, March 19th. WCW Uncensored. As Hulk Hogan calls out to the Hulkamaniacs for our entire broadcast crew. Have a good night, everybody, from Super Brawl.